The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
It's time for the Some Kind of Radio Show with Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew here on Karma Radio. Call now at 330-673-CHAT. That's 330-673-2428. Now, let's give a rockin' welcome to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
My name is Randy Santel. I'm a professional eater from the United States. I specialize in food challenges, competitive eating, and nutrition. My goal is to have food challenge wins in all 50 states, along with all 27, and hopefully by the time it gets to that, over 30 countries. With food challenges, you've got to have the proper strategy. You can't just take a 5-pound burger, pick it up and eat it. You got to be able to break it down, know that you have to eat the meats first, then the veggies, then the breads, then you usually have your fries or your onion rings or whatever your sides are. There's a whole lot to it that most people don't understand, and that's why over 90% of people lose food challenges. It's all about being ready, train, strategize, dominate.
We are live on Friday, August 21st, and this is Some Kind of Radio Show coming to you from KRMA Internet Radio.
It is? Really?
Yes.
You sure about that?
I'm positive.
You sure?
And tonight we do a special salute to Mr. Randy Santel, who is on the line with us tonight. How are you, Randy?
Hey, good. I'm excited to be on the show. I appreciate you guys having me.
Oh, anytime. And then, of course, we have John Sinsel on the line.
Whoops.
Yes. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
I don't know. Deb's slacking again.
No,
yet
it did
again.
it on its own.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. What are you going to do with her?
And then, of course, I'm Debbie McCune, one of your hosts, along with my ever-so-not talented husband and co-host, Earl McCune.
Ha, funny.
And then we have Bob Fritz sitting in with us tonight.
What are you doing out there, everybody?
So turn Bob's microphone on.
Yeah, why don't you get my mic on here? Why
Yeah,
not
there
put
you
the mic
go.
on, okay?
Yeah, turn
Come
on.
on, Deb.
Come on, Deb.
And then, of course, we got Munchie in the studio.
Hello.
You gonna say hi to Randy?
Oh, God.
Hi, Mr. Randy.
Hey, glad you came.
Well, everybody, welcome to Some Kind of Radio Show. This is definitely going to be a little bit different than we normally do. We normally salute a TV show or a movie, but this week we wanted to go out and actually, I'm going to give a little history. Randy was actually the very first guest on the old show we had back on the old site. I'm not going to give the name of the site, but Randy came on and we had a good, remember, about it was a half-hour conversation about back in.
We took the whole time.
Yeah, we did. We had a great conversation, and we talked a lot about things going on. And Randy, I mean, since the last time we talked, what's new with you, man? I mean, what's going on now?
Well, I don't remember how many wins I had, but no, I mean, I don't know how many wins I had back then, but now I've got 285.
285.
So I'm sure it's a lot more than.
Jeez. Yeah, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
You know one thing I looked at?
What's that?
It's 1 year next week since we had Randy on the show.
No, he was back on in March of 14.
No.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
Really? It's been a year?
Yeah.
Wow. It's been longer than that, I thought. I thought they were on the 30-minute show at that. Yeah, we were. We were the 30-minute show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, well, like I said, tonight we're going to take your calls. Randy, gotta give us everybody just an idea of, tell everybody kind of who you are, what you're about, what you do, just a overview, kind of let everybody know who you are.
Well, I'm a professional eater, and I started in 2010 after I was kind of a bigger kid all my life, and ended up in 2010 I won a national body transformation contest sponsored by Men's Health magazine, and then the television show on Stars called Spartacus. And I ended up winning that, and they flew me to New Zealand to be on that show just for one of the episodes. And to celebrate, my buddy and I did a 28-inch pizza in St. Louis and got $5 for it. We kind of went the other way from the eating healthy and dieting, obviously.
Right.
But, yeah, everything's just spawned from there, and now I've got 285 wins in 8 countries and then 22 states.
Oh, my goodness gracious, man. That's you're approaching that 300 win mark here, man. I mean, you got does anybody ever even come close to what you've done?
Well, actually, there's a guy. He's actually located in Columbus right now, but he's sitting around 250. So,
okay, so
I've got a bit of a cushion, but I'm about to get started again in September, and I'll probably be getting. I'd say I've been about 120 in the last probably year and a half.
Oh my
and
goodness!
I'm probably going to be doing that again here this next year and a half with all the trips I have planned too.
All I can say is.
Yeah. Anyway, anyway, Randy, kind of, I not everyone, I talk to a lot of people. Now, I'm familiar with what you do. I mean, I've been a big fan of yours. We've talked in the past many times, and what kind of, I mean, how do you even begin to strategize, for a food challenge? I mean, I'm sure there's different strategies, for versus a hamburger versus a burrito versus a pizza. I'm sure there's a different strategy for each, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. And for anybody listening that I guess doesn't know, what I do is called food challenges, and I'm sure you've heard of the television show Man versus Food back when it was on a couple of years ago. But I basically have 285 of those.
Right.
But there's about 28 different kinds of food challenges, and yeah, there's a different strategy for each one. Like you wouldn't eat an ice cream sundae the same way as you would eat a big burger or a hot dog or a burrito or spicy chicken wings or anything like that. So there's a lot to it that people don't realize.
Right. Oh yeah, no doubt. And your website, foodchallenges.com. I mean, I've joined the site. I'll tell you what, a very, very well done site, Randy. I mean, it's very nice. You have a store. You have an online store on there and everything.
Yeah, we just got that going, and trying to, with some of that, just trying to help pay for some of the trips,
right,
like that. But yeah, there's about I've got 4 left that I'm working on finishing this weekend. But basically, any question you could ever wonder about how to win a food challenge or an eating contest, there's an article on there answering what questions you have.
Awesome. Now, anyone listening tonight, feel free to call in. The studio line is open, 330-673-CHAT. That is 2428. Feel free to call in with your questions for Randy. Ask him anything you like. I'm sure he'd tell you, anything you want to know about food challenges. Now, you're also a fitness expert as well. I mean, you're an expert on losing the weight once you go out and do a food challenge, and you're an expert at getting that weight right off you, too.
Yeah, I focus a lot more on the nutrition side than the fitness, because a lot of it's a lot more about nutrition than fitness.
Right.
But yeah, once for example, I went to the United Kingdom and Ireland and did 44 food challenges in about 45 days.
Oh my God.
And I gained about 30 pounds during that trip,
I believe
from all the eating and then partying and stuff. But yeah, then I took 3 months off and basically lost all that weight plus a little bit more.
Oh, good.
So I've been doing transformations a lot.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I'm pretty good at them.
Yeah. Now, do you do any special any precautionary stuff? Do you go see the doctor? Check your blood levels, things like that. Do you do that before you kind of get back onto one of these?
Yeah, I go before my bigger trips.
Okay.
And I've never had any issues at all, really.
Oh, good.
And because I'll take months off at a time,
right,
and stay away from the really unhealthy stuff and let my body recover,
right,
and then I'll go at it again. But then take that another break. The big thing is what the doctors say is to keep the excess weight down. So I definitely do that.
Right.
I may be big for a little bit, but only for a few weeks, months.
Now you're a big guy anyway. You're what, 6'4", 6'5"?
6'5".
6'5".
Yeah, I maxed out at 346 pounds when I was in high school.
Okay.
Holy.
Wow.
What, Lori?
What, Lori? What, Lori?
Randy is pretty impressive.
You are, Lori, my daughter, Lori. She didn't, go ahead and say it into the microphone.
Randy, you are pretty impressive.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Well, anyway, like I said, anyone, feel free to join in. Don't be shy. Give us a call, 330-673-2428. You can call us and talk with Randy. Now, we got Bob in the studio, of course. John, you have any questions for Randy?
Well, actually, one question I had is you kind of answered about going to the doctors and all that kind of stuff. How long does it usually take you to prep for one of your trips?
Well, really, when it comes to the long trips, I only really prep just a week before because, and for example, if you've never done a food challenge before and you're looking to train, my body's a lot more adapted than it once was when I first began.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'll take maybe 2 or 3 days where I go to some kind of, try to keep it healthier like a buffet or something and just get your stomach used to getting a little bit bigger meals in it.
Right.
And then about 22 hours before a big challenge or a competition, I'll eat about 10 to 14 pounds of watermelon or something like that just to get my stomach maxed out as can be.
Crap.
And then I'll drink a little bit more water on top of that, and then I'll basically fast until the competition.
Right.
But then once I'm overseas, I basically just have to get that first win, and then the rest of it for the next 45 days, there's no training involved.
Right.
Because my training is pretty much the challenge that I did the night before.
Right.
I just have to make sure to take I take digestive enzymes before every challenge, and then the ones that are really like steaks and burgers and stuff like that don't have much fiber, I've got some fiber supplements that I take just to help it all through, so that I can be ready for the next challenge.
Now, I mean, not to sound gross, Randy, but I mean, you've got to take some serious dumps when you go, man. I mean,
Yeah, I hear that all the freaking time. That's for sure.
God. Well, you know, I mean, it's just, it's a fact of life. I mean, it's
What
just,
is it with this
People
show?
love to bring that up.
Well, I'm sorry I had to.
Well, don't feel bad, Randy. There for a while Earl was sick, he was the talk of the show. Everyone was talking butt jokes about Earl.
I couldn't go. I couldn't go for the longest time. I had this issue where, I mean...
You had to be roto-rooted.
Yeah. That's not fun.
You need to take the colon cleanse.
Oh yeah, well I got colon cleansed all right, you know, in more ways than one. Let's just leave it at that. But, yeah. Anyway, everything's working much better now. But let's not talk about me. Okay.
Well, good to hear.
Yeah. Question for Randy.
Well, you have a question, Lori? Go ahead.
Randy, how old were you when you did your very first food challenge?
Let's see, it was 2010, so I was about, I was probably 24, I'd
24,
say.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah, because I'm 29 now.
No. Now, Randy, I remember the one you did. It was for your 27th birthday. You did the birthday challenge.
Yeah, that was something that me and my buddy had made up. It wasn't an actual challenge.
Yeah, just something you did for fun.
Out about it.
Yeah. Now, if I remember right, that took you all day long, right?
Well, for anybody listening, what it was that it had never been done before, obviously, because it was so damn dumb. But everybody knows about how you can get free food on your birthday.
Oh, yeah.
By going to Denny's, and you can get that, or blah, blah, blah. Well, about 3 weeks before my 27th birthday, my buddy and I decided, he's into the whole film side of everything.
Right.
Well, we decided I joined about 50 online email clubs and stuff like that, but on my 27th birthday, it took over 16 hours. We went to 27 different restaurants, and I ate whatever free food that restaurant gives out on birthdays. So it was 16,700 calories.
Good God, man.
Holy
Oh, my God.
And I remember you saying in one of your interviews, the best part was the beer at the end.
No, well, yeah, it was the beer at the end just because I had finished. And me too, because we didn't pay a dime for any of it other than the tips of the restaurants and stuff like that.
Right, yeah. Now, would you ever consider doing something like that again?
No, next year actually is going to be my big 30th birthday, and for that, we're going to go to the United Kingdom.
Okay.
Belgium and Germany, and
Nice.
then I'm going to do 30 food challenges pretty much in about a month or so.
Nice. Okay. Awesome.
You're crazy, you youngin. And here
I don't
thought you were
ever
older than
disagree
me.
when somebody says that.
Yeah, I hear you there.
Honestly, I thought you were older than me, Randy.
And how old are you?
I'll be 31 in October.
Ah, okay. Well, I'll be there eventually.
I got you all beat, but except for Bob.
I still act like Taylor Swift
Thanks,
at
Earl.
22.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Randy, have you ever got sick at one of these contests?
We saw it.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you do enough challenges, I mean, something's gonna happen at one or two of them. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't happen often. I mean, I've got 285 wins, and I've only got, I think, about 7 losses.
Wow.
So yeah, it doesn't happen often, but it does happen.
For example, when you had to eat the ghost chili hot dog.
I remember seeing that one.
Oh yeah, somebody's been watching some videos.
Oh yeah, we definitely have seen. We've all seen the videos here, man. But I'll tell you what, seriously. Now, one thing I was going to ask you too. Do you have a favorite type of food challenge? And then what is your? Have you had one that you just absolutely couldn't stand? I mean, you just got through it. You just couldn't stand the food.
Well, yeah. I mean, it doesn't happen often, but like in England, for example, I had to do in Newcastle, I had to eat like 7 pounds of barbecue, and some of the barbecue places over in England are not like you get over here.
Right.
So it was different to say the least, and I had to eat 7 pounds of it. It was terrible. It was one of the 2 during the trip I wasn't able to finish.
Oh boy. Now, do you have a favorite challenge or a favorite type of challenge you look forward to more than any others? Like, burgers versus
I like
burritos
ice
or something?
cream just because they're very different. There's not many of them. But I'd say if I had to pick one favorite, it would just be probably team challenges, like team pizza challenge, something like that, just because it's fun to have other people involved as well when it's a team.
Sure. Now, I've seen a lot of your videos where you'll get people want to do the challenge with you. I mean, now every time I've watched your videos, obviously you've been finishing these things. Now, is there anybody been able to keep anywhere close to you at all doing sit with you do these?
Yeah, I mean, and it's never. I do get a little bit of flack because a lot of the people that aren't, a lot of the people that in my videos aren't very good. But that's not anything that has to do with me.
Right.
But yeah, actually, if you have watched the one from Cavan, Ireland,
okay,
it was billed. It's not really the biggest anymore because somebody's got it beat. But back when they actually got it certified as the world's largest breakfast challenge, and 336 attempts and 336 failures. And then this other guy just wanted to try the challenge with me. We actually both beat it on the same day.
No
So
kidding. Wow. That's impressive, man. Now I'll tell
and it was an Irish guy as well, so it brought a little bit more to it, rather than just some American came over and beat their challenge.
Right, yeah, exactly. So yeah, it was more of a, hey, we both got you this time. Now, I was
Irish pride there.
Yeah, Irish pride. Yeah, no kidding. Now, let me ask you this: you've been over there a couple times now. Is there a food that you looked at and you kind of just you looked at it as like, oh, I don't know about this, but then you actually, once you tried it, you really liked it?
Yeah, there's 2 actually. A lot of people talk bad about black pudding, and then a lot of people talk bad about a thing called haggis.
Right.
But I mean, it's kind of just like Rocky Mountain oysters. I mean, if you know what it is, I mean, once you actually get past it and what it is, and actually just can taste it, it's actually pretty good. I like all 3.
Okay, I got a question for you. I know what Rocky Mountain oysters are. What the heck is black pudding and haggis?
Black pudding is basically, they call it just kind of blood sausage. I don't know 100%, but I mean, obviously it's made with blood, and then a lot of the, I guess, the excess stuff in the blood, and then they turn it into it. And I guess they take out the liquid or whatever, and then it becomes the sausage.
Right. Yeah, I've heard of that where the fats and all the extra stuff.
Yeah.
Did she, Ralph?
Yeah, I've actually had one
pretty much always fried, so everything's good fried.
Well, the one thing we've had with this show now for 8 weeks running now is Deb's usually pissed herself. This is the first time we've actually had someone Ralph during the show. Lori actually Ralph when she heard.
Nice. Well, somebody tell her what. What am I saying? Haggis is.
Yeah. Oh,
She
haggis.
doesn't know what that is, does she?
It's brains or something?
No. It's
sheep intestines.
Sheep intestines.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's no different than eating tripe. I love tripe, especially pickled tripe.
Oh, really?
Love it. Line into a cow's
Oh,
stomach.
my goodness gracious. Oh, my
But
goodness.
she would eat that, but she wouldn't eat black pudding.
Yeah, come on, Deb. Jeez. I mean,
Oh, no.
now this is a girl. She will. I kid you not, she'll get those oysters in a can. You know, those canned oysters.
Smoked oysters.
Smoked oysters,
Oh, yeah.
and she'll eat those with what? You put mustard on that, right? She'll eat them right out of the can. I'll tell you, the most disgusting thing I've ever smelled in my life, next to my feet.
Well, you hate it when I eat the sardines,
no.
too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When you do the sardines out of the can too, I'm like, oh, how can you do
And
that?
pickled pig's feet.
And pickled pig's feet. Yeah.
I
yeah.
love those.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
not a get grossed out when I eat mackerel and salmon. I eat canned mackerel and salmon.
Yeah. Oh boy. Hey, everybody listening right now, we're doing a very special show tonight. We are not saluting a movie. I know originally we said we're going to do 4 weeks of TV shows. Well, next week we're doing another TV show. But this week I got the opportunity to get my good friend Randy Santel to come on the radio show with us here tonight. So we're doing a salute to Randy and his many adventures. I mean, now Randy, you've been in a lot of places. Now your goal is to basically at some point hit all 50 states and all the countries, 30 countries at some point, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's about 28 or 30 countries with food challenges now, and yeah, the eventual goal is to take down all the states and then obviously go for the countries as well. But some are easier than others.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Now it's what do you got, Deb?
Now, is there a method to your madness on the order of your challenges?
No, it really just kind of depends on how it all works out, and obviously I have to leave enough room for me to lose the weight.
Right.
And then obviously I have to know that there's going to be some people possibly to stay with and stuff like that just to make it financially feasible.
Right.
But no, I mean, to say anything really smart about what I do would be wrong. But I always just say it's going to happen because I want it to.
Right.
Well, I mean, like, is there like a particular order that you choose them in? Like, I know I've seen sometimes where like you do.
What?
I'm trying to figure out.
She lost her. She's having a brain fart.
Basically, like when you do go for a challenge, is there like say for example, there's 10 challenges in that area. Do you have a certain order that you like to do them in, or does it matter?
Well, really, it depends on the restaurants, because when you do stuff like that, it kind of depends on availability, and I always give preference to the restaurants that actually want to do, like, an event or something, rather than just let me come in and eat it. I mean, nobody really gains anything from that, but, I mean, I'll still do it for the video, and if the challenge is good, but, I call all the restaurants to see who wants to do an event, and then take care of them first, and then worry about the rest.
Now, have you ever been anywhere that has given you, I don't know how to say this, any flack when you've come in for doing the video, or, not real cooperative with you? Have you ever run into anything like that?
Let's see. I've had no, not really.
Okay.
I mean, not since I've had over 50,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the dumbest thing is sometimes frickin' restaurants will charge me for frickin' drinks, which that irritates me. But at the same time, it's only a few bucks. I mean, it's not worth getting all uptight about. But no, I mean, it's not too bad anymore.
Okay.
If anybody does give me flack, I just tell them who I am, and I mean, they get. I mean, they're fine with it.
Right. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take our first break right now. You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. special guest Randy Santel with us on the phone. Call in tonight, 330-673-2428 to talk to him. We'll be right back.
I'm Debbie McCune from Some Kind of Radio Show, and you are listening to KRMA Radio, home of the best rock and talk, where the fun never stops. Karma Radio.
Hi, everybody. Steve Jones here. Join me Wednesday evening, 7 to 11 p.m. for the best in classic rock on KRMA Internet Radio. You'll hear some of the old stuff along with some of the new. We'll also feature some great local bands and your requests. Steve Jones, Rockin' the World on Karma Internet Radio. Wednesdays, 7 to 11 p.m. No rules, just radio the way it should be.
Karma Radio.
Local businesses, up your sales. Be the first to advertise on KRMA Radio at a low introductory price. Email office@krmaradio.com or send by snail mail to KRMA, Post Office Box 108, Kent, Ohio 44240. Our sales staff will call you.
Tune in to the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight. We'll be talking about comics,
toys,
movies,
antiques,
sci-fi,
collectibles,
ghosts, ghost twice, anything that you want to talk about. Bigfoot, anything that you want to talk about. So be sure to give us a call, 330-673-2428. That's the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight on KarmaRadio.com.
Karma Radio.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at SKO Radio Show. You can also email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
So you receive free food on your birthday, right? Maybe a free sundae, maybe some other nice little treat.
Our next guest did better than that for his 27th birthday, racking up 27 free meals at restaurants in the Omaha area. He called it the birthday challenge.
Yeah, here he is, professional eater Randy Santel. What's up, Randy?
Hey, Randy.
You know,
Sometimes
these professional eaters are tall and skinny. You know, you're a big guy.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
Well, I was 350 pounds in high school, but I'm 6'5", so I
But you're a solid guy. I mean, you got tree trunks for legs. I mean,
well,
you have a crush on Randy?
No, I'm just saying. Oh, so you're a football player.
I didn't know if he's flirting with you or if he's just admiring your physique, Randy. I don't know what's happening here.
He's a big guy.
So what about the eating challenge? This was nothing new for you?
Well, I've got 137 food challenge wins throughout the United States. The guy on Man vs. Food, Adam Richmond, he's got 37. But for the birthday challenge, it was just me and my buddies sitting around. I'm up here working for Infinity Roofing as a roofing salesman, and in sales world, you don't get a whole lot of...
What's this business right here? Is that you going in?
We'll see in a sec here.
Oh yeah, that's my dancing.
So this is VI.
So you put all this together. This is the first restaurant. Where did you go after this?
We went to 27 restaurants. It took 16 hours from 7:45 to 11:45. We almost didn't win. The whole deal was couldn't spend a penny. You had to get free food the whole day. It ended up, well, that doesn't include tips and gas and everything, but yeah, 16,353 calories.
So how did you know exactly where to go? You had these pinpointed and marked down where they give free birthday...
Well, the day that we decided to do it, I spent like 6 hours. I signed up for over 50 e-clubs online, and you get all these coupons and stuff, and some are buy one, get one free. Some are just free stuff, so it took about 20-25 hours of planning.
Look at the victory there. So your favorite meal over the course of that 16 hours, what was it?
Well, I definitely liked the beer at the end at Saints just because it was over.
And here we are. We're back.
We are?
Yeah, we're back.
We're back. We're back here live on some kind of radio show here on KRMA Internet Radio. We're on something? We're on something around here. We have our special guest on the air with us tonight, Randy Santel. Randy, thank you again for joining us here live on the air.
Oh, no, happy to be on.
Oh, yeah, we love having you on, man. It's great. Now, we were talking about, off the air, there used to be a... now, Bob, we were talking about the old Bear Creek down here.
Bear Creek in Canton.
Yeah,
Canton.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. It used to be a 6-pound. It used to be basically a roast. Now, Bob will tell you about this one. Go ahead.
It was a 6-pound steak.
Yeah.
But it was a roast.
Yeah.
If you ate it you ate the bread, the salad, and the potato,
Yeah.
you got it for free.
Was there a time limit, or you had to sit down?
Yeah, sit down, eat the whole thing.
Right.
Without puking?
Without.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I tried it one night, and there's no way I got through it. No way. I was sick as a dog.
Yeah, because I've done 2 in Akron, and then the one in Kent, and then a few others. But yeah, I went to the NFL Hall of Fame and everything, but I didn't remember any kind of.
Yeah, it's been gone.
It's been going probably for at least 6 years now.
It's been gone. It's not even around. The place it's gone now.
It was south in Canton, down around Waco.
It's not around anymore. But it'd have been one. Okay. It definitely would have been one for you to do if it was still there.
Hey, Randy.
Yeah,
the one,
definitely. Yeah.
the one that you did in Kent, is right here by the station. It's less than, I'd say less than 20 feet from here.
Yeah, well, I'd say about
Yeah,
I wouldn't
that's
say
what Mike
that.
had said. Yeah.
Probably about a quarter mile.
Yeah, about a quarter mile. It's right down the road. But anyway, hey, we're back here live on Some Kind of Radio Show. Callers, please call in. Ask Randy a question. 330-673-2428. Hey, Deb, just check. You get the phone line actually on? Is it on? Are people actually able to call in? Yeah. Okay. Just make sure you get a dial tone real quick. Yep. Okay, she's got it on. So we had an occasion one time where we there's a switch here, and if you don't have the switch flipped right, Earl did it. Yeah, blame Earl. But okay, now Randy, one thing I want to get into now is now when you do these food challenges, you have an alter ego. Tell us about your alter ego when you do these challenges.
Well, back in the day when we first started, when I went to do my first food challenge, it was back for those that used to follow it. It was back in the Jersey Shore days when it was still real popular. So we were trying to think of any kind of name for our eating names as cool as the situation, and we just couldn't. And my buddy ended up saying that he wanted to be Zeus, so I decided that I'd be Atlas, and it's all just kind of grown into it. Because the Atlas and obviously the world correlation, and with me traveling all over the world and stuff like that, it just kind of grew in and fit pretty good. But, and then the other thing, and I guess this would be dedicated for a movie, is that for anybody that's ever watched Over the Top,
I know that movie very well. I know one of my favorites.
Oh yeah. Mine too. But yeah, before every arm wrestling match, Sylvester Stallone turns his hat, and then he basically transforms into what he calls basically a machine, and he's just ready to dominate anybody across him in arm wrestling. Well, it's the same thing. Once I put my hat, I'm ready to dominate any meal set in front of me.
Oh yeah, man! I tell you, that's one of my favorite. I love that movie. You know, and I love that. That truck he gets at the end. He wins that big truck and everything. That's a badass movie. I love that movie.
Oh yeah, no, it's a good one. Yeah, I grew up watching it, so I'm glad I did.
So Randy, is it safe to say that you'll eat anything that won't eat you first?
No, I mean I'm not. See, if you watch the internet these days, you see a lot of just stupid crap.
Oh yeah.
Like people eating cactuses and stuff like that. I mean, not to say it's stupid, but it's nothing that I'll ever get into. Once you get into that, it's never enough.
Mean actual food items.
Oh yeah, I mean I try to stay away from the really, really spicy stuff that's just going to kill my stomach.
Right.
But as far as hamburgers, hot dogs, burritos, even weird meats like alligator or anything like that, I mean, I would do all that.
Yeah, a gator's actually pretty good. I mean, if you're at deep fried
gator, I've heard great things about it. Yeah.
Oh, it's great. There's a place here in town there's like gator strips. I'm not going to give the name of it, but
the gator tail.
The gator tail, yeah. Oh my God, that stuff! It's good.
It tastes like chicken.
It does.
It's really good.
It tastes like chicken.
We just lost our mics.
Okay, we're back. Okay. Anyway.
Bad boy, naughty boy.
But no, seriously, it does. It really does. It tastes like chicken. I kid you not. This stuff's good.
No, thank you. I'd rather stick to my duck and rabbit.
If you didn't know what it was, you would eat it. I kid you not.
It tastes like chicken.
It really does. It really does.
Give me my duck, my rabbit, my deer, and my bear any day.
My phone is going crazy right now. I think I'm getting a lot of Facebook messages, but anyway.
Well,
that could be good. That could be questions for. Let me take a quick peek here. Actually, no.
Yeah, check those out.
Yeah, actually, Deb's going to do that right now. Deb's going to take a peek on her little tablet here. But no, getting back to some other stuff in the food challenge wise, Randy. I want to. Oh, jeez.
Earl, you're very popular.
I'm popular right now, but now let me ask you.
You got mail.
Yeah, I got. Yeah, and that's one movie we're not going to do on this show. I already said that we're not going to do You Got Mail. That is.
What about when Harry met Sally?
But no, seriously though, I mean, I'm glad Randy did bring up Over the Top, because that is one movie I do want to do one night on this show, because that movie is so good. I mean, it's a great story. With Lincoln Hawk, right? That's the guy. That's the guy. But in all serious note, man, it's now let me ask you this. You're so we were talking earlier. You're approaching your 300th challenge. Are you trying to strategize your upcoming challenges? To do, you're going to do something extra special for the 300th?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to. I don't know how special it's going to be, but yeah, I mean, right now it's not the best I've ever been financially.
Right.
But I mean, you're only young and dumb once, so I'm trying to maximize it and get to as many challenges and do what I can before my metabolism starts slowing down and I become uninvincible.
Right.
But yeah, I'm basically the way it's working out, and I've got to plan it all once I finish these articles I'm working on the site. But I'm going to like 6 different cities around the eastern part of the country this upcoming rest of the year for various stuff.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I fly everywhere or do whatever I'm going to do, it's going to be expensive. So I'm considering taking all that money and then getting a rental car for like 10 weeks, because obviously the monthly rate makes it way cheaper than if you just try to do it for a weekend.
No doubt.
Yeah, and then just basically drive everywhere, and then just to any of my fans over on the eastern side of the country, hey, who wants me to come do a challenge? And then I'll obviously have the car to go do it. So I'm considering doing that basically from the last weekend in September until the second weekend in December is what I'm planning on right now.
Right. Now, wait, I'm getting past the note. Let's see. Okay. Tell him to. Can you talk to him and tell him to call in? Because I can't come and call that phone. Anyway. Yeah. Seriously. Now, again, if you want to call into the studio, please call in 330-673-2428. Feel free to ask Randy any questions you like. Talk about the many food challenges he's done, and the places he's been. Now you've been over to England and Scotland and all that. You've been over there a couple times now. You said you're going to go back again. Is there anywhere over there that you haven't? Is there anything over there challenge wise that it really stands out that hey, I've got to do this one? Is there something over there that goes, this one, it just sticks out in your mind? You got to do it.
Well, there's 2 that I lost, so I've got to go back and beat those.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I think I've got about 75 wins. I think it's 73 now in Europe, between all of the United Kingdom, the Republic of Ireland, and then France, Belgium, and
everywhere.
But, but I mean, really, there's a whole bunch popping up in Belgium now, and then there's a bunch in Germany, which is why I really want to get over there as well.
Okay, we're going to take.
No, none that really just totally stand out.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a call here at the studio.
Hello, you are live on KRMA Radio. Who is this?
You got to turn your mic gain up, hon. Hello, who we got?
Who do you think?
Oh,
it's friends in the whole wide world.
Oh,
it's Maps.
It gets worse. Well, now we have Maps and Atlas on the radio together.
Yes.
Yes.
Mikey, what's going on there, buddy? Say hello to Randy.
Well, good evening, Mr. Santel. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good, doing real good.
You don't look good from here. That's all I'm going to say.
No, that's why I'm on radio.
Doesn't smell good either.
That's why I'm on radio.
Well, you got any questions for Randy?
Nothing I could think of. Not the only thing I could think of. What is like one of the biggest food challenges that you thought you were going to beat it, but something just happened where it didn't work out?
Did you hear that, Randy?
Let's see. Yeah. Actually, that the one that the girls were just making fun of me for. I had to eat 30 hot dogs basically in 30 minutes up in New Jersey last November. And, I mean, I knew I could do it, but I was really scared of the final hot dog, which had the ghost pepper sauce on it. So I thought I was going to be able to get through it, but I was really full. And just now it didn't work out that way. So then I had to go back earlier this year and do it again in July.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, I was telling Randy before we went on the air that you're thinking about doing the Happy Meal challenge, and if you win, you're going to get the toy.
Yes, that is in the works.
Nice.
You're going to do the Chicken McNuggets Happy Meal challenge, right?
Well, you need to get on our store and get one of those. You can get the These Aren't Guns or Cannon shirts. You can do it legit now.
Yeah, I can do that, yes.
See, Mike, you got the one. Those aren't guns. Yours are pea shooters.
Mine are pea shooters. But I found the perfect challenge to do. You go to a Mexican restaurant, and after you order, they bring you the big plate of nachos. Your goal is to eat that bowl of nachos before the main dish comes out.
Yeah, and at Mexican restaurants, you got 5 minutes.
Pretty much.
Yeah. See, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Mike's got the appetite of Mike's a guy who could eat a bean and he's full. I mean, not looking at him, but I mean, I've seen Mike eat and he can't eat. I mean,
nice Star Trek reference.
Yeah. Well, no, really. It's a Star Trek reference, but I mean, I've seen Mike eat and he can't eat anything, you know. I've
except when he goes on his binges.
Well, you do get you.
I believe in you, Mike.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
At least someone believes.
Got a question for
Lori's got a question. Okay, go ahead, Lori.
Andy, did you eat a bear sandwich for one of your challenges?
Bear sandwich.
A bear sandwich.
A bear sandwich.
She's talking about a huge sandwich.
Oh, like a big giant sandwich.
I think she's asking what's the biggest burger or sandwich you've ever had to eat.
Oh, okay. Well, the biggest hot dog I've ever had to eat was a 3-foot, about 7-pound hot dog over in England.
3-foot, 7-pound hot dog.
And you had to carry it around too.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that took about 46 minutes, yeah. But the one of the hardest ones I've ever done was in Chicago. I basically had to do, it was about a 2-foot, but it was about a 7.5-pound. It had 3 pounds of really good Chicago beef, and then it had 1.5 pounds of Chicago Italian sausage, and then there was like 24 ounces of a bunch of peppers and jardiniere and stuff like that, along with a pound of fries, and then the whole bun. So that one was one of the hardest ones I've ever done.
Now, see, I love burger challenges. Okay, now I was listening to some of your how-tos. You know, you say you start with the meat, then you got to do the toppings, and then you work to the bread, and then you do the French fries last. Now, one of the things I really love watching you do is when you take the French fries and you just squish them up into a big ball and you start going to those French fries. I mean, now
Mike did that on his little video, didn't he?
Well, he had a banana nut muffin. I don't know. I think it was dog food, but it was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Mixed together.
Yeah.
Yeah, Holly got a little mad about that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. There is one there.
I started doing that a long time ago, and it just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy.
There is a challenge right. Or I don't know if it's in. I'll have to check your website, and maybe you have to have you check it too. But there's a place right near where we live now. It's a hot dog. Is it a hot dog challenge?
It's hot dog and burger.
Hot dog and burger. Okay, go ahead and tell them about it.
I can't name the place.
Well, you tell them off the air when we go to break next.
But it's literally right by us. I think it's a certain amount of hamburgers and a certain amount of hot dogs you got to eat in 30 minutes.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I know about it if it's in Kent.
No, it's in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. We'll have to have you look it up. I'll have to have you check into that one, but I'll tell you off the air because I don't want to name the place on the air. We're not allowed to. So, but I'll tell you about it off the air. But yeah.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Now getting back to these some of the food challenge stuff. One thing I was going to ask. What I was getting to was. Now, how did you get the idea, or is this something you saw someone else to start doing with the French fries, squishing them up and doing that? Now, how did you get into that whole, start doing that?
Well, yeah, there was a challenge that I did in Kansas City, actually, that I lost, and it was just because my French fry technique was horrible. I was way too slow on the fries, so I went and watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And I ended up finding I guess a similar kind of thing to what I do now, but it was more just showing me that if you crush the fries up, it makes it obviously go down easier.
Right,
because you don't have to chew as much. And I just kind of adapted that into my own little style that worked for me.
Right.
And I've kind of been doing it ever since.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Now, one I was going to really ask, getting into what you do with your food challenges. Now, you've got your website. Now, how long did it take you to compile all the information where all these food challenges are? I mean, how long did that really take? I mean, I know it took you considerable amount of hours, but how many man-hours would you say it really took you to start compiling all that information you have now for your website?
Well, we've been working on it since, what has it been? We've been working on it pretty much since basically October 2014, I think it was.
Wow.
Yes, I mean, we've got tons of hours into it.
Oh, I bet.
But, I mean, there's about 170 articles on there, all written by me, for tips for both restaurants and blah, 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 and obviously for the eaters. But the big thing was I had to go through a really, really terrible, outdated, old database of all the food challenges basically existing around the world, and go through them and call basically every single restaurant, which took months and months compiling all the data into a big, massive spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And then once that was done, I was doing that alongside while my developers were doing the actual website coding.
Right.
And then we had to actually put all of the challenges into the database. So that's what took a while. There's about 3,000 food challenges in the database. And we try to keep that as updated as we can, but obviously we don't know about all of them. And then some that we do have are obviously probably deleted by now. But if nobody tells us that it's been closed down or anything like that, it's hard to keep up with all of them.
Right. Now, let me ask you this, too. Now, as far as food challenges, now, what in your, with all the skill and everything you've done, tell us, the ones that are, what are the toughest ones? Or, I mean, what ones you've, and it just, I mean, you can dominate whatever you eat, but, I mean, for a say, average Joe who does go out and, could eat pretty good, just for that's why. What is, in your opinion, probably the toughest challenges versus the easier ones? I mean, just kind of in your opinion.
Well, as far as people looking to maybe doing like a beginner challenge, one of the easiest things to do is a burrito. Just because a lot of people, when they first start out, they don't really have that jaw strength and endurance that you need to be eating, say, for example, a 27-inch pizza or something, getting through all that crust.
Right.
So, yeah, burritos, all the food's kind of already crumbled up and just ready for you to eat. So those are probably, I mean, I could do probably a 7, 8, 9-pound burrito sometimes. But, I mean, you obviously wouldn't ever do a 9-pound burger just because it's so much harder with so much different stuff.
Well,
but really, it just depends on how, you can't really just place it as one particular thing because a lot of it is based on how it's cooked. Because, I mean, I've done an 87-ounce steak in 15 minutes, and then I've done a 72-ounce steak in, like, 50.
Right.
So, and then that burger in
Texture.
Akron, or no, not the burger, that steak in Akron at Main Street Saloon is, it was one of the toughest things I've ever even had to eat.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It was a 45-minute time limit, and I finished basically in 45 minutes. It was a rough one.
Now I have a question for you, Randy.
Okay.
And this is especially directed to you and Earl because you both have done the same challenge. He failed. You took it
miserably.
down. He tried on our 10-year wedding anniversary to take down a local establishment's
the burger challenge.
The burger challenge. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What is the key to beating that challenge? Because especially for someone that's like lactose intolerant.
Now, see, I ate all the meat just fine. Okay, it was when I got down to the
you had a bite left of meat. but it was covered in
Well,
cheese.
it's all the mushrooms and the cheese and the mayonnaise on that.
God,
that,
there was
is the killer.
so much mayo. You know, and it's funny. I learned a little. I got to talk to the guy. I'm going to tell Randy this. I got to talk to the kitchen staff about, because I've eaten there many times. I was like, those burgers are not the same burgers you give as your regular fare. And they're like, oh yeah, they are. I'm like, no, they're not. I've been eating here for 15 years. I can tell you, it's not the same burger. What I found out what they do is on their like regular ones they put out in the bar, I found out that they pre-cook their burger and then they soak them in au jus. And then when you order your burger, it's they just throw it back on the flame for a few, get it really nice and hot, and they put it back out to you, and it's really juicy. I was like, those burgers, I mean, they were tasty, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't as juicy and as moist and a lot tougher. I know they do that for the challenge. And I was like, you know what? Because I was expecting, in my mind's eye, I've eaten those burgers for so long. I was expecting this really, just you take a bite and just falls apart in your mouth burger, and it's like it was a little harder to chew up. And I got to that point, I'm like, I can't. Plus, my dumb ass, I had like 4 or 5 hot dogs and potato chips and macaroni salad and everything before we went over there. Then I tried it, but.
That sounds great.
But no, what would be the key to beating that challenge?
Eating.
I'm trying to remember, because I actually, and this is going to make him sound bad, which I don't mean to. But
no, it's all good.
I did the burger only a few hours after the 80-ounce steak.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Now, let me ask, how did you feel after that? Now, be honest. I mean, how did you really feel after you did that?
Oh, I mean, I didn't feel great by any means.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I needed to get the win.
Right.
And I did that, so, I mean, I was happy.
Right.
But yeah, the big thing is just like I had said, all that extra stuff on there is rough.
Oh, God, yeah.
To be eating all of the tons of mushrooms and mayonnaise and cheese. Mm-hmm. But with any kind of burger challenge like that, the big thing is to finish all of the proteins, like the cheeses and stuff like that. Eat those all while they're warm and juicy and still easier to eat, rather than once they cool down.
Right.
It's easier to eat cold French fries than really cold meat.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no doubt.
And then plus, isn't true with like the cheese? Once it's cooled down, it just turns into one big hard glob, basically.
Yeah, it's kind of like if anybody does the Melt Bar and Grill challenge. That 5-pound grilled cheese.
Yeah.
There's 3.5 pounds of cheese on there, and I mean, once all that starts setting up, I mean, you're kind of screwed. You need to eat it as quick as you can while you can, and then worry about the fries and the coleslaw and everything else later.
Right.
Oh, hey, Earl, not to interrupt.
Yes.
Check your phone.
Uh-huh.
I did find the challenge you've requested and a link to it, and it tells you all about it.
Oh, okay, good. I'll
you
check.
can pass that along to Randy whenever.
Oh, okay, good. I'll let him know on the commercial
let
break.
Alex ask Randy his question, please.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
All right, give you a minute.
You got 30 seconds.
Yeah, you got 30 seconds and time's up. No, I'm just kidding.
Hurry up, Mike.
Yeah, come on, Mike. Come on, Mikey. Oh, jeez. Okay, everyone listening right now, this is some kind of radio show here on KRMA. We have our special guest tonight, Mr. Randy Santel. Randy is a professional eater and nutrition expert. You
said eater.
Well, that's what he does. I mean, come on.
The way you said it, you said eat her.
Oh, eat her. Oh,
you didn't say he's a special.
No.
A special.
Hi, Alex.
Not too bad at that either.
Yeah.
Oh. And we have Alex on the phone that would like to ask you a question, Mr. Santel.
Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead, Alex.
Yes.
Go ahead, Alex.
What was the best food challenge you ever did?
What's your favorite food challenge you ever did is what he asked.
I would say in Millen, England, only on about 3 days' notice. See, when anybody that buys anything from our store or anything like that, especially back when we were a little bit less fans and stuff, I went and visited everybody that bought stuff, and while I was over in England, over there, and one of my buddies, he was turning 40. So I wanted to go out with him and celebrate his birthday. Well, he wanted to go to this thing, and I didn't have anything else to do, so I said yes. Well, 3 days' notice, he basically set up this burger challenge for me in Millen, England. I mean, I've never even heard of it until they told me about it.
Okay.
But over 120 people watched me do this burger challenge.
Wow.
I guess it was such a small town that nobody really comes by there much. But I was the front page of the newspaper 2 days in a row.
Nice.
And like 120 people came to watch, and it took me, there's like this massive, it was probably about a 6-pound burger. Took me, it was 45-minute time limit. I only had a few minutes left before I actually finished it. But then all these people were trying to shove beers in my face and stuff like that, and I was like, oh my God, if you do that, I am going to hurl everywhere.
It was one of those.
You guys need to chill out.
So it was one of those towns that you go from one end of the street to the other, and there's the town.
Yeah. I mean, I could.
Yeah. Well, hey, Randy, hold that thought. We're gonna take our hourly our break here for the news here. Go ahead and all right. We're gonna it's some kind of radio show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Randy Santel.
I'm David Byrd reporting a massive sell-off forces stock prices lower worldwide. Worries about growing economic growth in China, rising political uncertainty in Greece, and uncertainty about plans to raise U.S. interest rates rattled investors and sparked a global sell-off of stocks on Friday. Major U.S. indexes were down by 3% or more by the close. Europe was also off around 3%, and key Asian indexes were also hurt. Nick Colas is the chief market strategist for Convergex Group.
We've had some tough news. The Chinese economy is probably slowing. The U.S. Federal Reserve is getting more uncertain about when to raise interest rates, but the market's really taken it to a new level by psychologically responding to these inputs and, in fact, getting quite afraid because they don't know what's next.
Investors' moods were darkened by further political uncertainty in Greece as the ruling party called a snap election for next month. Gold, which is a traditional hedge against economic trouble, saw prices rise as worried investors sought a safe haven for their money. U.S. airstrikes in Iraq and Syria appear to have killed another top leader of the group known as Islamic State. A National Security Council spokesman said Fadhil Ahmad al-Hayali, also known as Haji Mutaz, was killed in an airstrike August 18th while traveling near the Iraqi city of Mosul. Spokesman Ned Price said that the strike also killed an Islamic State media operative known as Abu Abdullah. The NSC statement identified al-Hayali as a member of the extremist group's Shura Council and the senior deputy to Islamic State leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. It said he was a primary coordinator for moving weapons, explosives, and vehicles. This is VOA News. North Korea is warning the South to stop broadcasting, that is, anti-North Korea propaganda across the border through loudspeakers by Saturday or face a strong military counteraction. The North's deputy UN ambassador, An Myung-hun, told reporters in New York Friday that the Army does not make what he called empty talk.
The grave situations now on the Korean Peninsula have been created by South Korea at the start of the South Korean military on the basis of prefabricated provocation plots.
U.S. and South Korean troops have resumed joint military exercises after a highly unusual interruption. A Pentagon official said Friday the maneuvers were suspended this week after an exchange of artillery fire between the North and the South along the western end of the border dividing the two Koreas. There have been frequent periods of high tension between North and South Korea during the past 60 years, but the new young North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un, has already earned a reputation for secretiveness and unpredictability. A gunman opened fire on a train traveling from Amsterdam to Paris Friday, wounding 3 people before the attacker was overpowered by 2 American passengers. French officials say the gunman's motives are not known, but they say anti-terrorism police are leading the investigation. French Interior Minister Bernard Cazeneuve said the suspect was arrested at a railway station in the northern French town of Arras. Police have identified the man as a 26-year-old of Moroccan origin and say he was armed with an automatic weapon and a knife. Macedonia announced Friday that it would allow in a limited number of illegal migrants from vulnerable categories. That announcement came after riot police had confronted angry crowds of migrants stranded in a no-man's land at the border with Greece. Hundreds of migrants crossed the border from Greece into Macedonia Friday. Syrian Ahmed Hussa was one of them.
Now I'm happy and my morals is so high and my family is happy. We are all fine and I hope that we continue on our road.
The Interior Ministry said the vulnerable migrants would be assisted in accordance with the state's capacities. Macedonia did not say what constitutes a vulnerable migrant. And two women made history Friday as the first female soldiers to graduate from the U.S. Army's Elite Ranger School. Captain Kristen Greist and Lieutenant Shay Haver were among 96 graduates of the rigorous course. Rangers make up only about 3% of the active duty force of the Army, but despite graduating from the grueling program, Greist and Haver will not be allowed to join the combat regiment because of Defense Department rules. I'm David Byrd.
That's the latest world news from VOA.
The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
Talk that comes around and goes around. Karma Radio.
Hi, I'm Debbie McCune, co-host of Some Kind of Radio Show on Karma Radio. Tune in Fridays from 8 to midnight where you will get a great laugh as Earl, myself, and the crazy crew salute movies, TV shows, skits, funny news, and much, much more. We want to hear from you, the listeners. So call in live at 330-673-2428. Only on Karma Radio, Fridays from 8 to midnight.
Hey, it's Maggie. Thanks for supporting KRMA Internet Radio.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Call now, 330-673-CHAT, 330-673-2428. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Hey everybody, this is Randy Santel, Atlas with Atlas and Zeus Promotions and proud owner of FoodChallenges.com. I'm here at Meat Liquor in central London. I'm taking on their Triple Chili Challenge. Now, I'm going for overall win number 246 and win number 36 of my 2015 UK and Ireland tour. We've got all kinds of deliciousness over here. We're going to do, I think, the burger first, then the hot dog, and then work on the chili cheese chips. I've got 10 minutes to do it. The record is frickin' 2 minutes and 47 seconds. I'm gonna try to break the record, so even if I lose, I'm still gonna get it free if I win in under 10 minutes. Oh, I had my hat on wrong. I need to redo that. Hey everybody, this is Randy Santel, Atlas with Atlas and Zeus Promotions and proud owner of FoodChallenges.com. Let's get this challenge started. A lot of people ask about who Atlas is. I'm a big Sylvester Stallone fan, and I love the movie Over the Top. Before every big arm wrestling match, he turns into his alter ego he calls a machine. He basically takes his cap, does this, and then you can just see in his eyes that he's just complete focus, ready to dominate the task at hand. He's ready to destroy anybody in arm wrestling that even comes up to the table.
Okay, we are back here, second hour of Some Kind of Radio Show. We got Randy Santel here with us for the next half hour, and you can call in and ask him some questions if you like, 330-673-2428. And Randy, You got to turn your mic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, Randy, I was going to ask you a question. How often do you get into a situation like that? Now, I was going to ask you, that we played a little thing from the video. It was done for you when you were over there. Now, how did you say meat liquor without cracking up? I mean, I was just kind of getting.
We all died laughing.
It was more. I didn't have any issues. I was more frustrated than anything. We probably spent like 2 hours there,
right,
filming and doing all that. And not one employee even said hi to me, or no restaurant person thanked me for getting them all the publicity that comes with doing that documentary and all that.
Right.
So that was more frustrating. We were like an inconvenience than anything.
Oh, that sucks.
But yeah, no, I mean, I guess meat liquor, we used to have a bunch of come and goes back I used to go to college, so I guess I'm just more mature now, I guess.
Well, I don't know about the room here, because as soon as you were talking about meat liquor, the everybody in the studio here just started losing it. I mean, we were just
I heard all the kids, I heard everybody laughing.
You heard us all laughing, yeah. But
you can take the boy out of the man, but you can't put the man in the boy.
Well, you can if. Never mind.
There you go.
No, never mind. Unless he's Jared. Unless he's Jared, that's all I'm going to say. But.
Yeah, I knew somebody was going to go there.
Hey, Randy, have you ever done a seafood challenge?
Well, let's see. I have technically, but not really. Not like crab legs and the real seafood you think. In southeast Missouri, I did a 20-piece catfish challenge.
Oh, I love catfish.
Technically fish, but that's not exactly fresh.
Yeah. Oh, I love.
From the sea, yeah.
Oh, I love catfish. So, oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, I could eat catfish.
Oh yeah, no, it was a good challenge. I definitely enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, I remember watching that one. It was like because you. Oh my God. I mean, that catfish looked so good too. I mean, it wasn't like. It was all light.
It was good. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah. What, Lori?
Since I love seafood, you can do that challenge with me.
This is a 10-year-old little girl. I kid you not, Randy. She can out-eat her dad when it comes to sushi.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Uh-huh.
She can put it away.
Oh my God.
Where she puts it, I have no clue.
There's a place here in town. Of course, I'm not gonna name them. It's a all-you-can-eat seafood buffet and sushi buffet. Oh my goodness. I kid you not, we got the same amount of food. Now Lori here, I mean she's all legs and she's just tall and she's
60 pounds soaking wet.
She's 60 pounds soaking wet, and I'm close to 200. And this little girl, I kid you not, she made me look like a wimp. I mean, because I had like 3 or 4 plates of sushi. You know, I like those.
5 or 6.
I like those California rolls. You know, those things are good. You know, it's got the crab meat and the avocado. I love this little girl. Got like the shrimp ones. What else does she get?
She eats anything.
She loaded up. I mean, she had like 5 or 6 plates just stacked.
I actually had
7 plates. Yeah, she polished them off.
Oh, she's in there correcting you.
Yeah,
nice.
she is. She corrected
maybe
me.
next time Randy's in town, we'll have to pit him and her against each other.
and
see
seafood?
who can eat the most.
That could be interesting. That'd be a fun
We'll
one.
get Mike in there and make it a good competition.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he likes that place
Absolutely.
too.
I can't get enough of it. It's like I was telling them back home, the buffets we have are like 90% regular food, 10% sushi.
Yeah.
Here it's backwards.
Yeah,
It's
right.
like there's like I'd say at least 75, 80 varieties of sushi.
Yeah, there is a ton.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's all good. Now, anyway, getting back to the task at hand. Now, Randy, excuse me. Now, you usually, when you go to these places, you set up and everything. Now, kind of walk us through an average. When you go to a restaurant and you're going to do a food challenge, kind of walk us through kind of a general. I mean, how long are you there before? I mean, is there any time you wait for the food to cool down, and depending on the challenge? I mean, kind of walk us through a general when you walk into a place. What goes on?
Well, really, it just kind of depends. I mean, there's really just multiple situations as far as some restaurants go as far as making it a big event. Well, they have
a
whole bunch of people. If that's the case, I always make sure to show up well early so that I can, may already kind of know what I want and how I'm going to order it and all that, just speaking beforehand, because I hate losing when there's a whole bunch of people watching. But But yeah, I mean, it's not. It doesn't take that long. I mean, as far as getting all my stuff set up and all that, I mean, I've been doing it long enough that I mean, I pretty much know where I need to sit,
right?
How the cameras need to be angled, what pictures I need, and stuff like that. So,
right.
There's not a whole lot that goes into it. Just kind of more so. The big thing that I do, especially now that I mean, it's fairly because I mean. I've learned that wearing all the food challenge stuff, I mean, even people that don't know me, I mean, they know that I'm there for the food challenge just based on the shirt. And then you can obviously Google it and find out what you want about me. So the big thing is just making sure that I'm not a bunch of jerk restaurant owners or something like that where they just specifically don't want me to win. So I make sure. The big thing is especially when I'm on trips, I mean, I don't really train my body to eat really, really massive ones compared to the day before. Right. If you know what I mean. So I have to make sure that they're not trying to kill me so that I can win. Or, I mean, so that I can do pretty good and make the video for them.
Right. Now, let me ask you this, too. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Randy.
Oh, no. I was going to say pretty much after I win or whatever happens, autographs and pictures with whoever's there. If any new people are there, I give them my cards and stuff. And then it's kind of on from there and get mentioned in the video, and then we put it on YouTube.
Right. Now, I was just going to, then you kind of segued into kind of the point. Now, what's your your average turnaround time from the time you film your food challenge and then the post-production, so to be it, to the final product? What's your general kind of rough, turnaround time on your videos?
Well, I've been going way too fast, I guess. That's got a negative connotation to it, but I'm way ahead of the pace, let's say. With YouTube, you're really only, unless you're really, really big or whatever, which we aren't, we're only 132,000 subscribers.
Only? Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, we have a whole lot of subscribers, but we're still like 17,000th in the world as far as views and all that.
Right.
But, so, I mean,
we're
getting there, but not quite yet.
I just saw you got your silver play button.
Yes. Yeah, we got that in the mail about 2 weeks ago, I think it was. Yeah, that was an exciting thing. There's only about 18,000 people that have one. So.
Right, those are pretty cool. Look at Randy just got a silver play button from YouTube. You see that? You
get a silver one for getting 100,000 subscribers.
Right.
And then you get a gold for 1 million. Which there's only like 6,000, I think, of those.
Right.
Maybe even less. No, never mind. There's only a couple thousand of those. And then I don't even know why they frickin' do it. I mean, I guess PewDiePie is the only one that really has one.
Sure.
You get a platinum one once you hit 10 million.
Oh, good. Could you imagine 10 million? Wow. Now, let's kind of get into the. I want to talk a little bit more about your website here. Now, let's go back to the infancy of the whole thing. I want to just kind of ask you when did foodchallenges.com kind of pop in your head as, hey, this is something I want to do as far as a website, and when did the idea kind of pop into your head with that?
Well, my first site, and I still have it. It's not. I don't do too much with it anymore other than keep my videos on and updated.
Right.
But the first site I did was randysantel.com, which was basically the first place that anybody could go to for tips on food challenges and how to win them and stuff like that. Right. But then a couple people had talked to me about SEO, and as far as getting one with the actual, if anybody looks up food challenges, they're not exactly going to get to randysantel.com. So you wanted to get that major domain name, so then I looked into foodchallenges.com, and I mean, it was taken, obviously, but we were only able to get it for a really, really cheap price.
Right.
So, and then just everything just kind of spawned from there as far as making it basically everything that I wish was available back when I first started.
Oh, sure, yeah. I'll tell you what, it's a great site. Now, those of you listening, seriously, check it out, foodchallenges.com. It's going to have I have so many articles. I've only read maybe a handful of them, but man, I mean, there's a lot of great tips on nutrition and how to conquer a food challenge. I mean,
well, the nutrition is more so on randysantel.com, but
Right.
as far as the training and all that,
Right.
yeah, that's definitely on Food Challenges.
Right, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, the Food Challenges website. I mean, I joined it back a little while back, and it's really, if you think about it, it's starting to turn into a little bit of a community. I mean, the way you got it set up.
Yeah, I'm working on it. A lot of the older eaters, they're kind of stuck in their ways and they're
Right.
doing what they want and
Mhm.
all that stuff with the organizations that are already there. But
Mhm.
it's to keep anything going, you got to have the new people. And
Sure.
You're less likely to really enjoy and want to do something if you have no clue what you're doing. And
Mhm.
there's still really no other way to find out tips or anything. So
Right.
I mean, I get a lot of traffic and stuff basically from the new people wanting to learn about it and
Sure.
all that different type of stuff.
Sure. Now, I kind of want to, hit on a couple other things real quick here with you. I wanted to ask you the one question I've been dying to ask, and I didn't really get to see too much on it, but I saw a picture on, I don't know if it was, I think it was your Facebook. What is up with all the red shoes? What's the story on the red shoes?
Oh, I'm sad. Actually, it's a sad kind of day because I donated one. So now I'm only down to 3. I've got my older shoes, and now I got my 2 new ones.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I was just at Shoe Carnival one day, and I needed shoes to match all of my various foodchallenges.com gear that I had just bought. And
Right.
I mean, I've always, if I had to like any kind of Marvel-type movies, superheroes and stuff, I've watched most of the Supermans.
Right.
Or not the Superman, Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man,
And
okay.
these shoes pretty much just looked redder than hell with all these cool designs.
Sure, yeah,
Nike.
they're red, man. They're really red.
Oh yeah, they are, and they just go good with everything I've got or whatever, and then they're very comfortable as well. So
I kind of picture him.
The 2 that I had bought, they're expired now pretty much. I mean, I've worn them out, the soles are giving me, and my feet are hurting when I'm wearing them, so I had to go get 2 more. I took advantage of the tax-free stuff. I don't know if you guys have that there. But, and they had the same damn shoes, so I got 2 more. So.
I kind of pictured you more for a Batman person.
Really?
Why? I don't see
Why do
Randy
you
as a
say
Batman type of guy. I mean, every time I've seen Randy, every time I've ever seen you in any photo of you, you're usually wearing red or blue. I mean, those are your 2 main colors.
I'm talking about like his build and stuff.
Oh,
He's
with the build?
more, yeah.
No, Randy's more of a Superman. Nah. Really? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Randy, I'd say you're more of a Superman. With the build.
No, because he don't fly.
Well, he does when he goes overseas. You have to fly. He's not driving.
Yeah, there you go.
See, he's got to fly overseas.
Very true.
See, he does fly. Yeah. So there you go. Does anyone else in the panel have a question for Randy?
What challenge have you done where you didn't exactly care for the food?
We talked about that. You missed that question.
Barbecue.
Okay, well, never mind.
Okay, no,
never
go,
mind.
Randy. For those that missed it the first hour, if Randy feels like answering that again.
Oh no, I don't mind.
Yeah.
There was a challenge in both of the challenges I lost during my last tour when I was 42-2. One was a 7-pound barbecue challenge. That I love barbecue, but not the barbecue I had to eat.
Yeah.
So that didn't go as well. I'll have to go back next tour and hopefully win if I can get them to, I guess, make the food a little bit better.
Spice it up a
so
little
that I can
bit.
actually eat it.
Now
But then the other challenge, I had to eat. I'm not a blue cheese fan. I don't know why anybody else would be.
That'll kill me.
Ugh.
I love blue cheese.
Some people love it, yeah. But I had to eat a whole bunch of chili cheese fries covered in blue cheese. So once I got done with the burger and all that different stuff,
Right.
to eat a bunch of cold chili cheese fries covered in blue cheese, it was just...
I just can't...
It wasn't the most appetizing
Chili
thing.
cheese fries and blue cheese just doesn't sound like something you would think it would go together at all. In any way, shape, or form. Now,
I don't know.
Oh, really? You had to play that one? You had to do that sound effect? Okay.
Yeah, it'd be a mess, that's for sure.
Oh, God, yeah.
All I can say is if I would have ate that, I would have been dead. I'm allergic to blue cheese.
Ugh.
Oh, you're allergic?
Not good.
We were on vacation in 2006. We went down to Florida. We were eating at a restaurant.
We're down in Daytona Beach.
And I
say
asked
that.
them for ranch dressing. Well, I looked at it. I'm like, something's off with this. Well, I smelled it, and I told Earl, I said, can you taste that? And he tasted it. He goes, it's blue cheese. Had I ate that, I would have been dead. And so I told him, like, no, it's ranch. They went back to the kitchen, found out they put the blue cheese in the ranch container.
Goodness gracious. Man.
That's not good.
No, not at all. Anyway, hey, we got a few more minutes with Randy before Randy's got to go. But if you have a question for Randy, give us a call, 330-673-2428. He's going to be happy to answer your questions. Now, Randy, give us a, plug your YouTube and your website for us, would you?
Well, everything is pretty much there's only one, Randy Santel.
Right. Oh yeah.
If there is a second one, I need to know so I can get rid of it.
No kidding.
But,
I googled you earlier today, and you're all over the place.
Randy Santel.
Yeah. You'll find you, okay, and then you got your YouTube page. You got are you on Twitter as well as long as well?
Oh yeah, okay. Everything. I got Instagram, Twitter, all that is just Randy Santel.
Right,
so it's pretty easy to find all of our stuff.
Okay, all right, awesome. And of course, your website, foodchallengesweb.com website. Very informative. If you want to know how to win a food challenge, you want to beat a food challenge, and you want to know how to conquer a food challenge, I mean, there's tips and strategies there. Check it out.
Everybody's always welcome to email me as well.
Okay. Is there an email address they can reach you at that you don't mind sharing on here?
You can contact me through either website or just, it's just Randy at randysantel.com. Randy at foodchallenges.com.
Okay, great.
Or Atlas, it either works too. So.
Okay. And, nice one, Deb. Okay. What? You want me to do this? Okay. Oh yeah, Randy, I got to do something corny before you go.
Not us, it's our bosses.
This is coming from the radio station bosses. Okay. What's the best internet radio station you've ever been on?
Oh shit.
I've heard of that one before. That's in the bathroom.
KRMA.
That's right.
Some kind of radio show. I love it.
That's it, man. I had to do it. I'm sorry.
When you said Randy Gotta Go, is he kind of related to Bob Gotta Go?
Bob Gotta Go. We did the Bob Gotta Go. That was one of our little jokes we used to do. We had that was
after the hot dog challenge.
Yeah, that was. I did on the old show. I did a comedy thing where I made a thing where I called the guy Bob Gotta Go.
Hey, I gotta go.
You actually say that backwards.
Yeah, he's Bob Gotta Go, and basically I said he did the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, and then afterwards he had to go. I mean, that's all.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness gracious! I was going to ask you one more quick question. Real quick, Randy. Now, is there for like I said, for the novice food challenge people that want to really start taking this up seriously, like you have, any just words of advice?
Really, I guess the best advice is just to start small.
Mm-hmm.
Don't expect to conquer the world in only a short matter of time, and don't be out there trying to beat people that have been doing it for years. It's there's some people genetically able to do it, but you just got to remember that keep on training, and you'll eventually be able to, with enough hard work and all that, you'll be able to get a lot better and just keep on advancing.
Right. Awesome. That's some, and that's with anything. I mean,
Earl.
What? What do you mean, yeah?
I'm trying to take on Randy's challenges.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Look at me. I mean, come on. I can eat my way out of a paper bag barely, but I did eat a whole...
It's like bowling, too. You don't pick up bowling in one day, either.
I tell you what, I did something great I started bowling for the first time in 2 years, and I averaged almost 230 for the first 3 games I bowled in probably 2 years' time, so I still got it.
Hey, that ain't too bad.
I still got it. I can take the world on it. No, I couldn't.
Now,
I wouldn't want to.
Now, when do you head back out on tour?
I'm dieting right now, pretty hardcore, getting ready, because I'll probably get back to everything, I'd say, in the last weekend in September.
Okay.
And then, depending on how everything goes regarding the upcoming plans I'm able to get going,
Right.
I'll probably be gone for quite a while.
Right. Okay,
So,
great.
and then I'll be home to lose weight, and I'll do it all over
There
again.
you go. It's like a cycle for you. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Again, I want to take a moment here, and I want to again thank Randy for coming on the show. I mean, and now the rest of the show, we are still doing the salute to Randy, but we got some craziness and goofiness coming up. We got headlines, Hill Jack Bob's coming in, all sorts of goofy stuff going to go on here in the next part of the show, the next 2.5 hours. We're here till midnight, of course. And like I said, I would definitely want to thank our guest for taking time out of his busy schedule, Mr. Randy Santel. Everybody, Randy, thank you.
Most definitely. I appreciate you guys having me on the show.
Oh,
For sure.
anytime, buddy. Anytime, man.
And just remember, next time you're in our neck of woods, don't be a stranger.
Oh, I definitely would let you guys know. So I want to see the man reattempt and conquer the burger.
I'm gonna get you like a coat. I'm gonna get you a shirt that says Coach. Make you the coach.
I'll have a whistle and everything.
Oh yeah, see, there you go. Then you got we should do a whole video, Randy. You could like work.
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh boy. Jeez. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Again, I want to thank Randy for coming on. We're gonna go ahead and take our next break here. Then we got throughout the night here. We got more clips we have of some excerpts of some videos that Randy's been a part of, some news featurettes, and there was a really good thing done about him. We got clips of that coming up too throughout the show tonight. Like I said, I want to thank Randy again for coming on live. We're going to go ahead and is it time to go to break, Deb? All right, we're going to go to break. Everybody, thanks again for tuning in, listening to Randy. Randy, thanks again. We're going to be back here in a little bit. Right after break, more craziness coming up here on Some Kind of Radio Show.
We're not just another radio station. We are KRMA Internet Radio. The best rock, the best talk, 24/7. August is Classic TV Show Month on Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Radio. It all begins August 7th with a salute to a classic, WKRP in Cincinnati. If you have any suggestions for a classic TV show to salute, contact us at facebook.com/SKO Radio Show. We want to hear from you. So be sure to join Earl, Deb, and the Crazy Crew on Friday nights. The fun begins at 8 p.m. Eastern, live here on KRMA Internet Radio.
Tune in to the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight. We'll be talking about comics,
toys,
movies,
antiques,
sci-fi,
collectibles,
ghosts, Ghost twice, anything that you want to talk about. Bigfoot, anything that you want to talk about. So be sure to give us a call, 330-673-2428. That's the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight on KarmaRadio.com.
Karma Radio.
Local businesses, up your sales. Be the first to advertise on KRMA Radio at a low introductory price. Email office@krmaradio.com or send by snail mail to KRMA, Post Office Box 108, Kent, Ohio 44240. Our sales staff will call you.
Hi, everybody. Steve Jones here. Join me Wednesday evening, 7 to 11 p.m. for the best in classic rock on KRMA Internet Radio. You'll hear some of the old stuff along with some of the new. We'll also feature some great local bands and your requests. Steve Jones, rocking the world on Karma Internet Radio. Wednesday, 7 to 11 p.m. No rules, just radio the way it should be.
Karma Radio.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at SKO Radio Show. You can also email us at SKORadioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Hey, this is Randy Santel, winner of the 2010 Spartacus Challenge. Just getting ready for our trip to Auckland, New Zealand. Been training like twice a day ever since just to get ready. I get to train with the gladiators and I get to see the whole set of Spartacus. It's gonna be the time of my life. Here we go. Here we are at Gladiator Boot Camp, and the stunt coordinator, Ellen Poppleton, is showing us some moves. Right now, we're just on our way down to the costume area.
World of Gladiator does comprise of not much.
Very excited. Good morning. Getting all fitted up. Oh, Randy. Very nice to meet you.
I heard you won the men's health competition.
Yes, I did, yeah.
Now, what did you do? Because I heard you won a competition. What did you do?
Yeah, I did a competition in the States where it was the best transformation. So, yeah, I went from 250 pounds down to, I ended at 223 all in 2 months.
You're feeling strong? Okay, well, come on.
I could do that.
So I guess we'll be doing a couple of scenes together.
Yes, definitely excited for that.
Hey, Randy.
Yes.
How are you? Michael?
Very good. Randy.
I'll make sure we feature you in the back so you can
That'd be
have a nice shot.
very cool, yeah.
Tell all your friends.
Okay, yeah. This is the time for my big shot. That's what I've been working my whole life for.
And hey! Action again, okay?
I want some blood, but I'm too good of a fighter. I'm about to meet Lucy Lawless.
Here, Randy. Grapes? Anybody get some grapes? Randy's hungry.
I would like
Take a bread, Randy.
Thanks to Stars and Men's Health, I had an amazing time. You can check me out on the 3rd episode of Spartacus, Gods of the Arena.
All right, we are back here live on Some Kind of Radio Show tonight. Is the Randy Santel salute here on Some Kind of Radio
Randy.
Show. Just was on the phone with Randy for a couple minutes off the air, and really nice guy, great guy. We've actually developed a pretty good friendship over the last couple years. Very nice guy. I mean, follow this guy, check him out. These videos on YouTube, man, are something else. He does a great job, and very well performed, very well edited, very well put together, and very informative website he has. So we're going to have more Randy Santel stuff throughout the night, but now we're going to kind of get back into our normal mode of goofiness here the rest of the night. Yeah, we wanted to dedicate the first hour and a half talking to Randy about food challenges and his website, you know, why he was on. And then, like I said, we got more Randy Santel stuff coming up throughout the rest of the show. So everyone stay tuned for that. It's going to be fun as fun gets, and we're going to have a good time. Okay, Deb, what do we got here coming up? We in the headlines mode this half, or are we going to Hilljack coming in? Hilljack here? Oh, God. No wonder I smelled something. Is it? Oh, here he comes. Hey, Hilljack Bob's in the house. Okay, you get the... Oh, God, it's going to get ugly. Oh, Hilljack, what are you wearing today? Oda Malone today? What are you wearing there, buddy? Well, Earl, I'm wearing Oda, talking to the microphone, man. Hey, everybody, this is Hilljack Bob. Hey, Bob, how you doing?
Hey, Hilljack, sit over there.
I am. I'm going to sit right over here.
Yeah, move over there.
Okay, I'll sit right over here. Okay, hey, everybody, this is Hilljack Bob, and I heard you guys. I was listening to the show on the way in. You guys had the food eating guy there. I wonder if he's ever done a possum eating challenge. I don't think he ever did. But who are you? What are you doing?
It's me, Princess Calculator.
Well, your microphone's not on, young lady.
Yeah, microphone's not on.
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead and talk now.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, this is Hilljack Bob, and I'm here. I'm going to do my weekly Hilljack Bob's Top 10. Deb, you got the music for me? You got the music this week? Nope. Yep, maybe. You don't know?
Dun, dun, dun.
John, what are you doing? You munching on something down there?
Yeah, I was getting to a really good stuff, Hilljack.
Oh, boy. Okay, everybody, welcome. This is Hilljack Bob, and I'm Hilljack Bob's Top 10. Now, this one's going to get a little interesting this week. I wanted to do a food Top 10, but I couldn't find anything it interested me. So, since Bob's in the studio and we've been talking about golf a lot lately, this is a golf Top 10. Tonight's Top 10 is the top 10 things in golf that sound dirty, other than me. Oh, can I turn the light on? There we got. Whoa, let there be light. Let there be light. See, I walk in, the lights start working again. Okay, number 10 in the countdown. Top 10 things in golf that sound dirty. Damn, I missed the hole again. Well, I've been missing the hole for 27 years.
I've been missing them too, Earl.
Oh, boy. Hey, yeah, I'll tell you what, I missed them for a long time, too, But I must have found it a couple times. But did I find it, Deb? Did I find it okay?
I don't know. I've never been satisfied.
Oh, that's not right.
That ain't
Earl, you gotta work that hole. You gotta get down deep in the bone.
He gets his, but I don't get mine.
Yeah, Earl, we've already softballs with Deb, okay?
Shut up,
Earl,
John.
let me give you a bit of advice. You gotta work the bone. You gotta give her the bone. It's
You
just
gotta
like,
have a trombone to do the bone.
You gotta give her the bone every now and then.
You gotta hit her with a driver.
Well, if I hit her with a driver, I mean, I heard you guys were talking about how I'd eventually get out of parole, or out of prison, I mean.
Yeah, the only way he gets out of prison is if I drop dead.
Well, I don't have any insurance on you, but you got insurance on me, so, yeah, okay. All right, Hilljack, take it away. All right, number 9 in our countdown, top 10 things in golf that sound dirty. Hold up. I've got to wash my balls. I washed mine right before I came to the studio. I jumped in the pond again, and
No wonder it smells like fish.
no,
No, we don't want to.
there was a puddle out back, and I don't know if it's a pond or a puddle, but
That's the marsh.
Can you turn my thing up just a little bit? Not turn that music now. That's a little loud. It's a little loud.
I know I wash my balls before every hole.
Oh, can you turn me up? Turn me on? There we go. Turn me on. Oh, baby. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, on to number 8 in the top 10 things that sound dirty in the game of golf. What the hell? Wait a minute. Just turn your back and drop it. Just turn your back and drop it.
I think that's more of a baseball phrase.
Well, I was gonna say, you guess sometimes you just gotta give yourself a drop every now and then in golf. I mean,
right.
Sometimes you gotta drop trowel and then take a. Well, that's another story for another time for another show. Hilljack, let me tell you something. Have you ever played golf, Hilljack? Oh, I play all the time. We play possum golf.
I was getting ready to say, you must play possum.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I was thinking that.
I don't know. He plays some. I think he plays with the little gopher, and like in Caddyshack. I think Hilljack is the gopher.
I think he's more of like Alice in Wonderland, the
Hilljack.
Queen of Hearts with the flamingos.
Hilljack, are you the gopher? Well, I got some holes I dig, and I'm not going to tell you about that. Okay, on to number 7 in my countdown. Top 10 things in golf that sound dirty. You have a nice stroke, but your follow-through leaves a lot to be desired.
Wow, they nailed you to a T, Earl.
Hey, wait a minute. Now, I know how to use my stroke, okay? Come on.
Yeah, again, you get yours, but I don't get mine.
Hey, as long as I get mine, that's all that matters. Okay, all right, Earl. That's good. That's good information there.
Then why didn't you marry Pamela Anderson?
Well, Pamela, she knows how I like it. Earl, I know just more information than I ever needed about you, man.
Hilljack, you always get Earl in trouble every time you come in here.
Well, that's what I do. All right, on number 6 in the top 10 things in golf that sound dirty. Lift your head and spread your legs. Now, I'm trying to figure out how that would work, but lift your head and spread your legs. I don't know.
If you lift your head, you're not going to see the ball. Now, Nick, why would you want to do that?
Or is it keep your head down and spread your legs? It's more like it.
Spread your legs, lift your head.
Oh, lift your head. Oh, okay, I got it now. Lift your head another way. All right. Oh, my goodness.
He's trying hard not to laugh.
Okay. Remember, we are on an 8-week continuous Deb's Peter Pants episodes here. Is the streak going to run out?
I can see it coming.
I can see it coming.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's,
look at that face.
She's holding it back. Okay, on to number 5 of the top 10 things in golf. They sound dirty. My hands are so sweaty, I can't get a good grip. Well, actually, I think that actually works better. You need to lube every now and then.
You need to lube it up?
You got to lube it up, But in golf, you want the nice dry hands, you want to hold on to that club. Oh boy, Jack, you got issues, man. Well, I do. I can't help it. Okay, on to number 4 in the top 10 things in golf that sound dirty. After 18 holes, I can barely walk. Well, I'll tell you what.
Walking kind of bow-legged.
When I'm done with those 18 holes, she can barely walk too. But
more like bow-legged.
But she's got 18 holes. She's got more holes than any.
Hey, Hill Jack, that's why they got carts.
Yeah.
You can drive to each hole.
Oh. You gotta drive them holes hard.
It's a little easier that way, yeah.
You drive them holes really hard, okay?
And then you go on to play another 18.
That's right. That's right.
Or I'm actually
That's why I've been married
to get some shine.
That's why I've been married 5 times. What can I say? On to number 3 in my countdown, the top 10 things in golf that sound dirty. You really whacked the hell out of that sucker. I'll tell you what, I whacked the hell out of mine the other day, but I'm not going to get into that. Frida was not real happy with me because she was like, hey, honey. I was like, no, I just whacked the hell out of it. I'm done. Oh, we're not talking about the same thing, are we? Okay.
We're talking golf.
Golf. Oh, that's the game. All right, on to number 2 in our countdown of the top 10 things in golf that sound dirty. Oh, dang. My shaft's all bent. Well,
I think that one's got a problem. Is it bent to the right or the left?
Well, most ladies I like to I tell her it's bent to the left a little bit, lower to the left.
I know mine usually bends to the left.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you two!
Well, mine goes right. I hit the ball, and I hit the ball, and it thing flares right. You wouldn't believe. Oh my goodness! It actually comes back around. It's like in Caddyshack 2. It was his name, Jackie Mason. Hits it. It actually comes back and around and comes behind your back.
I don't know any of you people.
Okay.
Hey, mine just goes 6 to midnight. So.
Yeah, well, that's more information with you. We need Harold. All right, on the number 1 in our countdown, the top 10 things in golf sound dirty. Look at the size of his putter. Hilljack, if you're looking at the size of my putter, man, you need to just go over there and look at your own putter. Okay, thanks, Hilljack Bob. Okay.
Goodbye. Get out of here.
Okay.
Smell you later.
Yeah, okay, bye, Hilljack. Okay, Hilljack's going to go, what the hell is my shine? You're supposed to give me shine.
Next week, Hilljack.
Hilljack, next week.
Didn't have the money this week.
No money this week, man. I mean,
car broke down.
Yeah, I had to fix my car. Okay, we are back here on Some Kind of Radio Show. That was Hilljack Bob and Hilljack Bob's top 10 things in girl. I don't think he figured it wasn't figured out right for him. I think he took everything the other way. Yeah.
Well, that's why it says top 10 things in golf sounds dirty.
I think the only thing he does on a golf course is actually go underneath. He's the guy. He's the gopher in Caddyshack. I'm telling you, the guy that actually is the gopher is Hilljack Bob, not the golfer. The gopher. He's the gopher.
What?
You sure it isn't a mole, maybe?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, usually a gopher goes for this and goes for that.
Yeah. Well, that is Hilljack.
It's kind of like one of those things, honeydew. It's a honeydew kind of day. A honeydew this, honeydew that.
What you
That's
got?
every day with you,
Every time
Deb.
Hilljack Bob is here, he wants his shine.
Well, he's a Hilljack. He wants to shine. I mean, that's what he lives on that stuff.
Well,
now,
I
John,
It's like air for him.
John, will you be here next weekend?
Yes, I will, and yes, I am bringing some of West Virginia's finest to him.
Oh boy, look out! Look out!
What you bringing me?
Some of West Virginia's finest.
I know, John ain't the finest.
Yeah, what kind are you looking for, David? I'll tell you want him. What kind are you looking for, David? I'll tell you want him.
Bob's got the flask going here tonight. He's ready.
Oh, there you go.
Sharon.
Oh, he's got the good stuff tonight.
Not Sharon.
Oh my god.
That's all right, Deb. I'll take care of you guys too. Trust me.
I knew a girl.
Oh, so that means next Saturday you're going to be at.
You're going to take care of Deb.
Ooh,
I'll
whoa.
take care of all of you.
Oh!
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Bob. Bob, what
you walked into that
Bob,
one, Bob.
what's he saying? He's going to take care of us.
He said he's going to take care of me, and
now
Bob
I got
onto it.
Thank God I got a chastity belt. I'm going to wear that sucker next week. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
no kidding, I would too.
No, you said you were going to take care of me. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I mean,
I It's one of his privileges, not anything else, though. That's
But you
not
know what?
mine.
You said he's bringing West Virginia's finest.
Now,
well, then he ought to look,
now wait a
look
minute. Now
to somewhere
does that mean
else.
does that mean Mike's going to try to take care of you in return? I mean, I just kind of wondering about
Who's
that.
the pitcher?
God,
Who's the
no.
pitcher?
The West Virginia's finest already took care of Mike at one point.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
never
you know,
mind.
Mike does have a whole collection
Hey.
of Cadbury cream eggs in his
Hey,
room.
did you hear
I
what
don't
I
know what
said?
that's about, but we're going to leave it at that.
I said, who's the patcher and who's the kitcher?
Who's the patcher? I don't know. Somebody. Well, he's there's some patching with some spackle going
Oh,
on.
he just said batter up.
Oh, Jesus. There's some. Anyway.
Oh, I do want to take a minute and let everyone know that next week, Tuesday through Sunday, you will be able to find KRMA Internet Radio hosts coming live to you.
We're all coming.
And
Live?
Well, we're not going to be on the radio live, but we're going to be live
You
in
said
the
we're coming
flesh
live. We're not giving no demonstrations, are we?
Portage
We're gonna press the
County
flesh.
Randolph Fair.
We're coming live and we're pressing the flesh. I'm just twisting your words. That's what I do. Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
But
Oh,
no,
boy.
seriously, next week you'll be able to find Karma's staff members at the Portage County Randolph Fair from the 25th through the 30th.
Mm-hmm.
So come on down, meet your host.
Meet your host. You want meet your host?
You want to put your meat where?
Never mind.
Like I know some kind of radio show will be there next Saturday from
Right.
11 to 5.
11 to 5. That's
and
right.
then Tuesday and Wednesday from 6 to whenever.
Yeah. Well, yeah. As soon as I get off work, we're coming straight there. Yeah. That's right.
You're always an off day.
I've had an off day for a week now. What are you talking about?
But
I've
no,
had an off
seriously,
day.
come on down to the fair. Wonderful food, rides, fun, entertainment.
I go for the sausage. Not in that way though. I like the
Oh,
no, see, I go
With
for
all
the
the toppings.
Actually, I go for the sandwich. I go to eat the sausage sandwiches. Now the last event we did
You
the
better
music
watch
fest.
it. Mike might decide to put it in a bun again.
I know. Well, no, seriously. Now Bob can attest to this. The sausage sandwiches we got at the Suffield Music Fest, those things were killer good.
They were awesome.
Oh my God, those
Yeah,
things
you
were so
ate
good.
4 of them.
I ate 4 of
I
them.
had 4.
Yeah.
I even took one home with me when I left.
Yeah, they were. I mean, these things were massive, and we were asking where they got them, and I guess they fill the casings and everything they did themselves. They made those. Those things were killer good.
And plus, you get to see
Oh, they
me
were-
and Princess Calculator there.
Oh boy, look out.
Did it come with the peppers and everything?
Oh yeah, the peppers, the onions. If you wanted to do some sauce, you could. If not, I did mine with just peppers and onions. It didn't need anything else. I mean, those things were.
Earl gave it its own special sauce.
No, I didn't. But I ate. Now Bob ate.
Yeah.
You had a gyro too, didn't you?
I had a gyro on top of that. Yeah, I mean,
So you were doing a food
Plus
challenge.
I was doing a food
he
challenge.
had a deep fried Snickers bar.
I had a deep fried Snickers
Plus
bar.
he had
not into
half
those
of my.
Or for deep fried Oreos, yeah.
Yeah, deep
oh yeah,
fried
there was
Oreos.
some good food.
And
Oh,
he
there you
also
go.
had,
See, I love fair food. I love
funnel
that stuff.
cake.
Oh yeah, I mean, I ate all that stuff. I did that throughout the whole day. I mean, I probably consume. I don't know how many calories I consume. I should have asked Randy how many calories I'd be, roughly, because he knows all about how many calories and all that.
Well,
for
there's
food.
your next
I'll have to write him and
weight
ask
loss
him.
coach.
Yeah. Oh, Randy? Yeah. Oh, I'd have Randy be my weight loss coach any day. I let Randy coach me.
Same here.
Randy's a very smart guy when it comes to, food, nutrition, and what to eat and exercise and all that. I mean, if you check out his 2 websites, randysantel.com and of course Food Challenges. I mean, there's information about how to pack the food in, and there's information how to lose the weight. I mean, it's all there. I mean, so check it out by all means, definitely. Tonight has been a very special, a little bit different night than we're normally doing. We've done we're actually saluting a person. We're not saluting a movie or a TV show this week. We're saluting a guy who goes out and does food challenges. He's at 285. He's got 15 to go to hit 300. He's got the most food challenge wins of anybody in the world, Randy Santel. And he goes everywhere. He's been over to Europe and England, and he's been overseas. He's, what do you say, 22 states or something like that at this point?
I think it was 30 states, wasn't it?
I don't know, but he's been to a lot of
countries, something like that.
Yeah, well, he wants to hit 30 countries. That's his goal, because right now there's like 28 or something countries right now with food challenges. I know he wants to hit them all at some point, but man, I'll tell you what, heck of a nice guy. Really enjoy talking to him. We've kind of been friends for about a year and a half now. I've never had a good fortune to meet him in person yet, but we've had we had a few phone conversations. We've talked a lot on Facebook. Just a very knowledgeable guy about food challenges and diets and nutrition, and he will definitely give you the advice. If you check out his websites, that's for sure. Guy knows his stuff. But we got more stuff from him, more clips from Randy throughout the night, and then of course the next half hour we're going to do headlines. We got headlines next half hour.
Sports with Bob.
Sports with Bob.
Sports with Bob. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Sports with Bob.
Bob on sports.
Bob on sports. Bob bobbing on sports. I don't know. Never mind. Bob's got
Bob in sports.
Bob. You gonna pee, Deb? Come on, do it! Do it! Come on, we need a ninth week. Come on.
Nope, not gonna get
Then we do got headlines coming up too.
Yeah, 10:30.
10:30 we got headlines. 11 o'clock. We got.
We'll talk about next week's salute.
No, that's 11:30, isn't it?
Nope.
What are we doing at 11 o'clock then?
Next week's show.
What are we doing at 11:30 then?
And then whatever.
Well, I was thinking in the next 5 minutes we could just make fun of Mike. If everyone's okay with that.
Mike's not even on the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll just make fun of Mike. Now, Mike,
Mike is a dumbass.
No, we love Mikey, but no, Mike has done a food challenge, and it's actually on our YouTube. It's not really a food challenge. We actually. Now, let me tell you how I actually ended up reaching out to Randy. Okay, let me tell you this story because Randy acknowledged this one. Mike, my buddy Mike, who's part of this radio program. We decided we were going to spoof Randy one day. We did a parody of Randy. Okay.
Because I made a gigantic muffin.
Yeah, Deb made this gigantic banana
blueberry nut muffin.
Yeah, banana blueberry nut muffin. So
it was good too.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And then we were joking around. I was like, I said we should parody because we love Randy Santel's videos. Me and Mikey would sit and watch these. Even John too. Remember that night we were sitting around just watching Randy's videos on YouTube?
Oh, good Lord! It was like 3 or 4 hours we were sitting around.
Oh God, we were just sitting watching these. I mean, he's got hours upon hours of food challenge videos. We're sitting there, we're watching them. We were watching them on my PlayStation on YouTube, and we were joking around. Like, we had a parody. I mean, because we did a lot of parody videos, in the past, And so we, of course, like Randy explained, he calls himself Atlas, and it's like, well, we got to come up with a name for Mike. I said, okay, Atlas. Maps. We called Mike Maps. Mike Maps Malone.
And then we got GPS.
Who's GPS? Oh, yeah, Lori's GPS.
No, I'm All-Star.
You're goofy. But we did this video, and I kid you not, so he does, hi, I'm Mike Malone. He does all the flexing, because Randy will flex his muscles and all this stuff. And it's kind of what he does. I mean, it's very good. I mean, so Mike does this entertaining version of Randy's. He didn't have a shirt, so we rolled up his sleeves of his shirt. Of course, Mike in his
Hulk smash.
Yeah, in his infinite
in his pea shooters.
Yeah, Mike in his pea shooter arms.
I wouldn't even say pea shooters.
Most of the videos, Randy would have these. These aren't guns. These are cannons shirts. Okay. Because Randy's got.
I would say
good
Mike
size.
has seed shooters.
Well, yeah. Well, he's
the itty bitty apple seed.
So let me finish the story. So you're like, okay, so Mike does this video. I'm Mike Malone, maps, flexes, and of course he's got no muscle at all. It's like flab, And he goes, I'm here in Akron, Ohio, doing this banana nut muffin challenge. See these muffins before me? I got to eat one.
Well, they were not small.
They weren't small.
Like that thick and about like.
And these things were. Here's what he did. He was okay. Here we go. Of course, my dog. Now here's the fun part. Here's what we did. Is for the video, my little dog Holly. She's like wanting this muffin while he's eating it. So of course I put this little scroller. What Mike does not know, these are really banana nut muffins. These are actually made out of name brand dog food, which they weren't. But we would just joked around with it and had fun with it.
Because you can't eat in front of Holly without her wanting it.
Right. So Mike takes this muffin, and it was actually cut like a piece of cake, because she made these giant muffins. He slams this, puts this whole thing in his mouth.
He has 1 minute to eat.
Well, and he's just sitting, he had the chipmunk cheeks going, stuff flying out of his mouth every which direction. It was funny as hell. And of course, I put before we published it, I wrote Randy, and I'm like, hey man, I just want to let you know, we're not making funny, but we did a parody of you in this video, and we're big fans of yours. We love watching your videos, which we do. And I sent him the video, and he loved it, and he posted it on his website, on his Facebook page there. He goes, this is funny stuff. These guys, did a parody of me, and then he loved it, and then we hit it off, and I've been talking to Randy ever since, and that's how Randy came on the original show, and then we also did this whole follow-up, getting him on this show tonight, and I just again telling him on the air, you're off the air, I said, hey Randy, anytime you ever want to come on, man, you're more than welcome. Okay, we got more coming up. We got 2 hours left to go here on Some Kind of Radio Show. Randy Santel, Food Challenges salute tonight. Everybody stay tuned. We'll be right back.
From Washington, this is VOA News. I'm David Byrd reporting. U.S. officials say that a top Islamic State leader has been killed in Iraq. National Security Council spokesman Ned Price said that Fadhil Ahmad al-Hayali, also known as Haji Mutaz, was killed in an airstrike on August 18th while traveling near the Iraqi city of Mosul. An NSC statement identified al-Hayali as a member of the extremist group's Shura Council and the senior deputy to Islamic State leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. Max Abrams is a terrorism expert at Northeastern University. He says that so-called decapitation of terror groups is not always effective.
The very fact that we're not even sure whether the very top leadership of these groups has been killed, I think attests to the fact that the strategy really isn't all that effective.
This is not the first time that al-Hayali has been reported dead. Late last year, a senior Defense Department official said that he appeared to have been one of those killed in a strike by a U.S. drone in November and December. Worries about slowing economic growth in China, rising political uncertainty in Greece, and uncertainty about plans to raise U.S. interest rates caused investors to sell off stocks on Friday. Major U.S. indexes were down by 3% or more by the close. European stocks fell around 3%, and key Asian indexes were also off sharply. Concerns about faltering growth in China, the world's second-largest economy, also pushed down the prices for oil and other commodities, with crude costs falling below $40 per barrel for a while, a new 6-year low. This is VOA News. North Korea is warning the South to stop broadcasting anti-North propaganda across the border through loudspeakers by Saturday, or face what it called a strong military counteraction. The North Korea's deputy UN ambassador, An Myung-hun, told reporters in New York that the army does not make what he called empty talk.
If South Korea does not respond to our ultimatum, our military counteraction will be inevitable, and that counteraction will be very strong.
U.S. and South Korean troops have resumed joint military exercises after a highly unusual interruption. A Pentagon official said Friday the maneuvers were suspended this week after an exchange of artillery between North and South Korea along the western end of the border dividing the two countries. Assistant Defense Secretary David Scheer said U.S. officials wanted to coordinate with the South Koreans after the shelling between the North and the South.
We are in close touch with our commanders and with our ROK ally, and the United States remains steadfast in its commitment to the defense of its allies and will continue to coordinate closely with the Republic of Korea.
Tensions grew earlier this month when South Korea accused the North of planting landmines that exploded near the border 2 weeks ago, wounding 2 South Korean soldiers. Macedonia has allowed a limited number of migrants to cross the border from Greece after riot police fired stun grenades at a crowd demanding entry. The would-be immigrants were stuck in a no-man's land on the border, apparently tried to surge across police lines early Friday, but police responded with stun grenades. A medical team from Doctors Without Borders reports that 10 people were injured, saying 4 needed to go to a hospital. Later, the Macedonian Interior Ministry said it would allow a limited number of what it called vulnerable migrants to enter the country. It did not say what the vulnerable categories were. 3 people were wounded when a gunman opened fire on a train traveling from Amsterdam to Paris Friday before the attacker was overpowered by 2 American military members. French officials say the gunman's motives are not known, but they say anti-terrorism police are leading the investigation. French Interior Minister Bernard Cazeneuve said the suspect was arrested at a railroad station in the northern French town of Arras. Police have identified the man as a 26-year-old Moroccan and say he was armed with an automatic weapon and a knife. French media reports say the Americans who overpowered the attacker were U.S. Marines. U.S. military officials confirmed only that an American soldier had been wounded, but his injuries were not life-threatening. I'm David Byrd in Washington.
That's the latest world news from VOA.
The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
Talk that comes around and goes around. Karma Radio.
August is Classic TV Show Month on Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Radio. It all begins August 7th with a salute to a classic, WKRP in Cincinnati. If you have any suggestions for a classic TV show to salute, contact us at facebook.com/SKO Radio Show. We want to hear from you. So be sure to join Earl, Deb, and the Crazy Crew on Friday nights. The fun begins at 8 p.m. Eastern, live here on KRMA Internet Radio.
Hi, I'm Debbie McCune, co-host of Some Kind of Radio Show on Karma Radio. Tune in Fridays from 8 to midnight where you will get a great laugh as Earl, myself, and the Crazy Crew salute movies, TV shows, skits, funny news, and much, much more. We want to hear from you, the listeners. So call in live at 330-673-2428. Only on Karma Radio, Fridays from 8 to midnight.
Hey, it's Maggie. Thanks for supporting KRMA Internet Radio.
Tune in to the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight. We'll be talking about comics,
toys,
movies,
antiques,
sci-fi,
collectibles,
ghosts, Ghost twice, anything that you want to talk about. Bigfoot, anything that you want to talk about. So be sure to give us a call, 330-673-2428. That's the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight on KarmaRadio.com.
Karma Radio.
Local businesses, up your sales. Be the first to advertise on KRMA Radio at a low introductory price. Email office@krmaradio.com or send by snail mail to KRMA, Post Office Box 108, Kent, Ohio 44240. Our sales staff will call you.
Hi, everybody. Steve Jones here. Join me Wednesday evening, 7 to 11 p.m. for the best in classic rock on KRMA Internet Radio. You'll hear some of the old stuff along with some of the new. We'll also feature some great local bands and your requests. Steve Jones, Rockin' the World on Karma Internet Radio, Wednesdays, 7 to 11 p.m. No rules, just radio the way it should be.
Karma Radio.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Call now, 330-673-CHAT, 330-673-2428. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
My first time traveling out of the United States was back in 2010. Before that, I never even really had a passport. Whenever anybody asks me what I do, I say I'm a professional leader, and people were like, what the hell does that even mean? The hardest part was deciding to just leave what I went to school for to focus full time on all this food challenge stuff. I really don't own anything anymore other than my camera gear, my piece of crap car that's sitting at home. All my stuff actually just fits in a small vehicle. I'm not really money driven. I've got some investors and I still live with them, my parents. Mom and Dad, they just want to see me happy, and I'm very, very happy doing all this different stuff, and that's kind of why they're helping financially right now. My sister, she's single. I'm obviously single. They just got a little bit of money stashed away for our weddings, and as far as I know, there's not really anybody that even likes me. So we got all this money that obviously isn't going to go to any weddings anytime soon.
Okay, we're back.
Bring us back.
Come on, Lori. Oh, you want me to bring us back?
No, Lori.
We're back here on some kind of radio show here in the Randy Santel Food Challenges Salute
Hell's
Show.
Hall.
You know, ladies, now if you heard that last thing, Randy is single. Randy is...
Well, do we know that is an older...
No, he's still single. I was talking to him earlier. Ladies, Randy's single. If you want to hook up with Randy, you know... look him up on Facebook. I mean, he's a good-looking guy. I mean, come on, ladies. You like the muscles and stuff, right? Come on, check the guy out. Come on.
Oh, now this is turning into
Hook
Let's
Randy Up
Date
show.
Randy?
Well, you know, you're
We trying to
slacking
beat the
again.
Floyd or what?
No. I'm trying to hook Randy up. I'm trying to help the brother out. Seriously, though. Hey, welcome back to some kind of radio show here. We got a little under 2 hours left. We got a lot of crazy stuff going on here. We already had Hilljack Bob in here and still trying to air. I think when he came in, he burned the light bulbs out. What do you think, Bob?
I think
The stink?
Stink did it.
No, I didn't.
I've smelled some bad ass before in my lifetime, and that's bad.
You can tell you don't wipe.
No. I think he ran out of TP. I said, I told him before he left, I says, there's like 8 rolls or 6 rolls of TP in there. If you want to wipe your butt, now's the time to do it.
Hey, you know him and John would be perfect together.
Why?
They both have brownie underwear.
I don't think Hilljack wears underwear. I think he comes in his coveralls.
Gator's commando.
Did you notice the brown stain on the bottom of his coveralls? I mean...
Well, you do realize you can wear underwear and still end up
one
doing
thing
that.
a lot of people... Hilljack Bob's real last name is McLean. It's we call him S-H-I-T Stain McLean. Yeah.
Poop Stain McLean.
Poop Stain McLean. Yeah. So yeah, we spelled it out. I didn't say it. I spelled it. You know. So anyway, what? No, actually, I don't know what Hilljack Bob's real last name is. I think it would fit him though. I mean, Stain boy. You know. Just call him Stains, because he likes to be called Skids as well.
Stain Lane McLean.
Stain Lane, no. It's Stain. Yeah. That would also fit Mikey. I think Mikey would fit into that well, too, you know, but anyway.
Cologne Malone.
No, that's no Cologne Malone. That's
no, he's got his own cologne.
No, he has his own cologne.
Odor
Malone?
Odor Malone.
Odo, you know, the Odo band doesn't even cover him up. I mean, you got to spray him down. Jeez, knocked the whole desk down, Deb. Jesus
I bumped
criminy.
it, sorry.
Yeah, you bumped it, all right.
We are now going to sports with Bob. Bobbing on sports.
Wait a minute, I got to put my flask down here.
Yeah, Bob on sports. Bob's going to discuss balls.
We can do that. Since we had a competitive eater on here, which is a
and
sport.
you do mean food eater, right?
Yeah, it is a sport.
It is classified as a sport.
Now they need to put that in the Olympics. What do you think?
So I decided to get some other things out there, sport things that we don't hear about.
Right.
Just like in England this weekend is the World Chess Boxing Championships.
Say what?
The World Chess Boxing
Chess boxing.
He's not.
You got what?
Talk for a minute.
Hello.
You hear him fine.
Hello, I hear.
I hear fine.
Me too.
He's coming through fine.
Wow.
He's fine, Deb. Maybe it's your headphones.
My headphones.
Maybe it's just you.
Yeah, maybe it's just you. Did you suddenly go deaf, Deb? You hear now? Can you hear me?
I hear you, but I don't hear him.
You don't hear me?
I hear you over that.
What about
way,
me?
but I don't hear you through here.
I hear him fine. He's
Can
coming
you hear
through.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear him fine.
I can hear your daughter too.
Yeah, he's coming through. Deb's
You
losing.
put Would you put the plug in the hole?
Yeah, that's we were talking about holes earlier with Hilljack. But anyway, go ahead, Bob.
Well, anyway, they're going to have the World Chess Boxing Championship.
Now, chest boxing?
Chess boxing.
So is this like girls and their boobs?
No, they're going to play 11 rounds.
11 rounds.
4 minutes on the chessboard.
Say what?
And then they go to 2 minutes boxing.
Oh, this could be interesting.
You know,
so they're going to play chess, and then they're going to beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah, and then they go back for round 2.
Full contact chess.
I looked this up today, and I said,
you'd like that then.
I was thinking about full contact bowling would be great.
Or you win if it's a knockout. Or a checkmate. Whatever comes first.
That could be interesting.
That's over in England.
Okay.
Now the other world championship that I found is kind of interesting.
Yeah, what they do, they play chess and they box. They beat the crap. Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's a 6-minute round. 4 minutes playing chess. 2 minutes boxing. What? They're gonna get up and duke it out. And get back.
They're gonna get up.
Get up. I mean.
You ought to know, with this show, we take everything into innuendos.
At least they're not going to have a cockfight. I mean, come on. Literally.
Oh. The next one will be closer.
Okay.
Also in England this weekend is toe wrestling.
Toe wrestling?
Toe wrestling.
Nice.
Big toe, little toe, or piggy wiggy?
In Darkshire, England, they're which they started toe wrestling in the bar in 1976.
Toe wrestling in the bar, okay.
With 4 competitors.
Okay.
They're over 200 now.
Oh my God.
So how's a quarterback?
How can you wrestle
what
your
they
toe?
do when each individual will lock their toes together,
kind of like thumb wrestling,
and force their opponent's foot to the ground.
Interesting.
That's a world championship for this.
How the hell is that possible? Hey, Earl, we need to try toe wrestling tonight, see if it's possible.
No, there's too much jam between theirs.
This next one is for you two.
Okay.
They have the world wife carrying
my back would be shot to hell.
Is that kind of like the fireman's carry?
And that's in Finland.
Is that kind of like the fireman's carry?
Okay, so those are some pretty big broads in Finland, okay?
But you know what? Honestly, it's easy. It can be done.
You can either do it by carrying them with your hands or carrying them on your back.
I've carried mine on my back for 12 years.
They run through an obstacle course.
I've carried you for 12 years.
And the fastest time wins. Through this obstacle course they got set up over in
Is
Finland.
there a world champion? Uh-oh. There we go. Is there a world championship for this?
Yes, that is the world championship.
Oh my
and they
goodness
do
gracious.
have qualifying for this in the United States, in Wisconsin and Michigan.
There we go. Let's go to Michigan, Deb. I'll carry you.
Yeah. So
Let's
this
go.
is for you guys. You guys can go and qualify
We
for
could
this.
be like champions of the world in wife carrying, Deb. Come on, it'd be fun.
You sure you want to take Deb back to Michigan?
No. No, last time we took Deb to Michigan,
I almost went home with someone else.
yeah, she had a lap dance.
I gave the lap dance.
You were the lap dancer.
I just thought that was
Oh, my
pretty
goodness.
interesting. You know, we
All
got,
right, what are our scores?
well, first another thing.
He's got
here,
one more. He's got more. There's more.
Another thing here. I like to congratulate Omar Vasquez.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people remember Omar was our shortstop for the Cleveland
Oh,
Indians
yeah.
during the
Mhm.
90s and early 20s. Then he moved on.
Yep.
I think he went to San Francisco.
Yep.
He's in the Indians Hall of Fame. He just got inducted into the Latino Hall of Fame.
Ah.
So, and of course, he definitely will be an MLB Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah. No.
MLB?
MLB. No question. No question
You know,
there.
so-
Absolutely.
So he.
No question.
And then I went to a Browns game last night.
I saw your pictures.
And this is what this. I'm a big Browns fan.
Uh-huh.
Everybody knows that. All of my friends know that. I mean, I'll sit at the bar. I mean, a pub. And
Yeah.
have a
No, you wait a minute, Bob.
watch-
You at a bar. I can't imagine that.
and
No,
watch the
no.
game. But this was my first Browns game ever attended. I mean, I'm close to 60.
Yeah.
It just was shocked. I've never seen a Browns
Yeah.
play it live in person.
Yeah.
So that was my
I bet that was
first one.
fun. That was a good
All
time.
right, let me get to the scores here
All
for
right.
you, okay?
Scores.
Let me bring this up.
No.
Red Sox
I thought
first.
I saw the Browns game on last night. It was 11-10.
Yeah, it was 11-10. Buffalo scored with a minute 30, touchdown with minute 30 to go in the game. Hey, I'll tell you, Johnny Manziel looked good that game.
Did he?
He looked really good. He had, I think he was 7 for 14, 7 for 13 for 138 yards.
He's easy to find on the field. He's the shortest guy out there.
No, the shortest guy is 5'6".
Really?
Can't think of his name. Wynn.
Okay.
A receiver.
Somebody shorter. Okay.
All right, scores. Philadelphia beat Miami 7-1. It was Boston 7, Kansas City 2.
Okay.
Minnesota down Baltimore 4-3. Chicago Cubs beat the Atlanta Braves 5-3. Games that are still in progress. Atlanta and San Diego 0-0. Seattle, Chicago 0-0. Tampa Bay, Oakland 0-0. Toronto, LA 0-0. Okay, New York, the Mets lead Colorado 4-2. Houston 3, Los Angeles Angels 1. Pirates losing to the Giants 6-4.
Way to go, Butt Pirates. Mike and John are not happy.
It's okay. They won last night.
That's in the bottom of the fourth. No outs. The Pirates do have a guy on first base.
Didn't you guys really need Atlanta to win, though? Would it have been helpful for Atlanta to win? Or lose? I'm sorry, because they played the Cubbies, right? Yeah.
Just a final. My Reds lost to Arizona 6-3.
Okay.
Milwaukee is leading Washington 10-3, and Indians are leading the Yankees.
Wow.
In the bottom of the eighth inning, 4-3.
Okay, there's a nail biter there.
They'll find a way to lose it.
They'll end up losing it.
Yeah, they'll
And what
find
was
a
the
way.
Red Sox?
7-2.
7-2.
They won 7-2.
They won 7-2.
So that's still keeps them in the basement in the East, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least they're ahead of Cleveland.
No.
They're ahead of Cleveland.
Yeah, it's a tight fight.
They do have like a couple game.
Couple games.
But either way, they're both going to be sitting at home watching the playoffs.
Yeah, they're going to be playing golf. They're not going to. You kidding me? They're not going to be.
They're going to be playing They're going to be playing Hilljack Bob's version of golf.
Hilljack Bob's not going to go down
there. The ball in the hole, yeah.
I hate to say this. I just got a text message. They're all going to meet for karaoke afterwards. So. Karaoke.
Karaoke. Yeah, karaoke. Yeah.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
All right.
Afterwards. Yeah.
That's all I got. I just thought that.
That was interesting.
Wife carrying.
That was
Finland,
it. Yeah. The wife. Yeah. Now I'm gonna. We should. I wish we'd have known that earlier. We see because if Randy goes over there again, see if they're going to ask him if he wants to participate in the toe wrestling thing. I'll have to write him on.
Probably squish him with one look.
He would.
Yeah, it says started in a pub. Toe wrestling started in a pub in Dempshire, England, in 1976.
Jeez.
Locals thought it would be a great idea to hold a competition where an individual locks toes together and forces each opponent's foot to the ground. They applied in 1997 for the Olympics.
Oh, my God.
But unfortunately, it was rejected.
Oh, it was rejected?
Yeah.
What a shame.
Toe wrestling could never compete with curling, though.
No, not at all. Curling is a little... Actually, I can sit and watch curling, though. I could watch that.
I'll tell you what.
It's interesting.
It's kind of like hurling.
I didn't...
First time I actually watched it, I was actually fascinated by it.
I was too.
Yeah.
I was too, Earl. And then when the U.S. won the bronze medal a couple years ago, of course, I got into it.
I whenever it comes on, I can sit there and watch it. I'm like, you know what? It looks like fun. It actually does look like fun to do that. I would, if I had a chance to ever try it, I would do it. Because I want to take that broom and just scrub the shit out of the... Oh, excuse me, did I say that? Oh, okay, I'll scrub the hell out of the... I'll scrub the...
Drop it
once in a while, I can say that, right? Okay.
So our show limit's done for the night.
Okay, our show limit is beat tonight for the S word. Okay. No more S words tonight.
No more
stopping. Okay.
No more stopping. No more starting.
Yep. No more sharding.
Don't start nothing.
No more
you
sharding.
Ain't gonna be nothing.
No more sharding. That means you, Deb. No sharding. Don't shart in the chair again, okay? Jeez. Other people have to sit in that chair.
That's okay. You see what she's saying about Randy?
What?
She goes, "This is Randy. He's."
Hey, that ain't cool. Randy is our salute tonight. You gotta be nice.
That's right. Yeah, be nice for once.
No, I'm talking to Lori. Lori's being a little smart ass.
She takes that off her mother.
Yeah, she's definitely got her mother's.
No, she learned it from Uncle John.
But no, seriously.
No. She learned it well before Uncle John.
Tonight's salute again. We're doing something just a little bit different, a little bit out of the scope of the norm. Normally we actually had the original show planned tonight. We were going to salute Hawaii 5-0. But we will get back around to doing that at some point. But next week we got a great TV show salute. I will talk about it the next. Yeah, we'll talk about the next hour. But there goes that thing is.
I didn't touch it.
I know you did. It's loose. We got a loosey goosey there.
Touched it.
It's loose. I think we need
to find a new place.
You get loosey goosey.
I think that needs a new home. That's for sure.
All you do is actually touch it.
Hey, anyways, on to the Finland contest. I got a little bit. I remember last year they had that on TV here. The people carrying their significant others or wives over there in Finland. That contest that Bob was talking about.
That's the Barracuda contest, I think.
Blue Barracuda.
Well, the funny thing is you want to see the guys are like normal sized people.
Mm-hmm.
These girls, I kid you not, they're like Lori size.
Yeah.
So they're playing the system a little bit. Apparently, there's no weight limit.
There's no weight limit. So the big guys can get the little 80-pound wife and carry them over their shoulders, right?
Yeah, because like I said, if you have a 150-pound wife versus an 80-pound wife, who do you think is going to win?
Well, how about the little skinny guy's got the 300-pound wife? You see that happening?
500-pound wife?
Oh, the 500-pound wife. I mean, I'd like to see that now. I'd like to see a little 80-pound or 100-pound guy pick up a 500-pound wife and haul her around.
Like I said, when you were talking about doing the food thing tonight,
yeah.
I said, well, you know what, I got to go and try to find. That's the first I ever heard of this.
Yeah,
it just comes up and I said, yeah, I got to.
Oh yeah, you got to definitely go off the wall. A little off the wall subjects here tonight. Now like I said, we our special salute tonight. We are saluting a person and a sport, so to speak, as it's actually.
I went online. It's
considered a sport.
It's considered a sport.
Yeah, and there's Randy is a professional athlete of eating food. I mean, and what's the matter? You can't hear.
I can hear everyone else but Bob.
Well, I can hear just fine. I think you're part deaf. I don't know. I hear Bob just fine.
I hear Bob.
Yeah, everyone hears Bob.
I hear everyone but Bob.
Well, let me try your headphones on. Hey, let me see something.
Yeah, check your headphones. They might not be working.
All right, I'm going to try Deb's headphones on. Well, these things are hot.
Hey, Earl, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear.
Yeah, we good?
I hear him, but I hear him.
Yeah. Hey, actually, turn your headphones up. You can turn your headphones up. That's probably your problem. Turn your headphones up. There we go.
Everyone but
now try it. Try it
get
now.
Turned up there, Deb. Come on.
Now try it. Can you hear?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. See, it helps you turn the headphones up just a little bit. Sometimes, if they're not loud enough, you can you don't hear yourself.
Again,
well.
you're full of hot air. I listen.
I'm full of hot air. You know what? I was just
a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
Like a balloon that flies in the air.
Nice.
Oh my God. Bob was mouthing to Deb, and he's like, "Can you hear me now?" She's like, "What?"
He's trying to get me to go 9 for 9.
Come on, Deb, pee your pants. Come on, you could. You want to. There's people that have bets on this stuff.
I don't have to go.
Well, you need to go.
Nope, can't go if I don't have to go.
You're gonna go. We're gonna make you go.
I'm not. Deb got to go.
Well, we had Bob got to go earlier.
Bob's got to go.
Yeah, Bob's got to go.
No, we had Randy got to go.
No, we had Randy. No, Randy. Now that's one.
Yeah, Randy did go.
No, he went. But seriously, of course, I had to ask him when he came on. I was like, I bet you take some serious dumps. I mean, really. I mean, they eat that amount of food and get all that processed, and when it finally comes out, that's got to be. I'm sure he's stocked up on the Charmin.
Butt log. We're taking a big butt log.
Butt logs. Okay, we're talking about butt logs on this show now, everybody. This is where this show.
Logs.
Butt logs. Butt logs.
Oh. Butt plugs? Oh.
Butt plugs.
Butt logs.
Butt plugs? No, that's Mike's show. Mike's gonna have his own show about butt plugs.
Oh, yeah, man, that'd be a real bad one. We don't want to do that.
What, Lori?
That'd be a mess. That'd be a messy one.
butt logs online.
Oh,
Lori! Lori goes, you can find butt logs online. I'm like, what? This is coming from a 10-year-old, everybody.
She's not an average 10-year-old.
Butt logs online. Okay, great.
This is a kid that went from 3rd grade to 6th grade. She's not a normal kid.
No, she's not. No.
She's far from
Hey,
normal.
she's more than you and Earl, so she could be normal anyway.
That's true.
Well, no, she's got my brains and
My looks.
I don't know
She's
what.
got my
no,
looks.
She looks, John, and you can contest to this. She looks identical to me, doesn't she?
No, Lori's actually. Never mind.
No, not yet.
No.
I'm not talking about in that size. I'm talking about face-wise.
Yeah, sort of, kind of. Yeah, there's definitely a resemblance.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Well, you've seen, Earl, you saw pictures of me when I was Lori's age.
I know. What the hell happened to you?
Earl's sleeping on the couch tonight.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you're sleeping on the couch tonight.
That's good. I'll sleep, actually. That's the whole point. Just
Oh, she likes to.
I can make it.
She likes to try to keep
You know, sleep with Mikey, Earl.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't want to go spooning with Mikey. All right, we got more Some Kind of Radio Show coming up. More Randy Santel salute coming up. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back here on KRMA Internet Radio.
I'm Debbie McCune from Some Kind of Radio Show, and you are listening to KRMA Radio, home of the best rock and talk, where the fun never stops. Karma Radio.
August is Classic TV Show Month on Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Radio. It all begins August 7th with a salute to a classic, WKRP in Cincinnati. If you have any suggestions for a classic TV show to salute, contact us at facebook.com/SKO Radio Show. We want to hear from you. So be sure to join Earl, Deb, and the Crazy Crew on Friday nights. The fun begins at 8 p.m. Eastern, live here on KRMA Internet Radio.
We're not just another radio station. We are KRMA Internet Radio. The best rock, the best talk, 24/7.
Hey, it's Maggie. Thanks for supporting KRMA Internet Radio.
Hi, everybody. Steve Jones here. Join me Wednesday evening, 7 to 11 p.m. for the best in classic rock on KRMA Internet Radio. You'll hear some of the old stuff along with some of the new. We'll also feature some great local bands and your requests. Steve Jones, Rockin' the World on Karma Internet Radio. Wednesdays, 7 to 11 p.m. No rules, just radio the way it should be.
Karma Radio.
Tune in to the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight. We'll be talking about comics,
toys,
movies,
antiques,
sci-fi,
collectibles,
ghosts, Ghost twice, anything that you want to talk about. Bigfoot, anything that you want to talk about. So be sure to give us a call, 330-673-2428. That's the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight on KarmaRadio.com.
Karma Radio.
Local businesses, up your sales. Be the first to advertise on KRMA Radio at a low introductory price. Email office@krmaradio.com or send by snail mail to KRMA, Post Office Box 108, Kent, Ohio 44240. Our sales staff will call you.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at SKO Radio Show. You can also email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
My name is Randy Santel. I call myself a professional eater. One of the things that intrigues people about food challenges is just that the challenge. I mean, if you tell somebody to run up a mountain or not to run up a mountain, there's somebody that's going to want to run up that mountain. But with food challenges, it's pretty much up to you. You can train for your food challenge. If you do it right, you'll win. And you get it free, too. That's another good thing is I've done 113 food challenges, and probably 90 of them have been for free food. I got into this because in high school I was over 350 pounds, and I've been overweight, you can say, for a long, long time. I knew after I retired from football that I just didn't need that weight. I mean, you don't need to be walking around your everyday life weighing over 300 pounds. So I started losing weight, and eventually I found out about this body transformation contest sponsored by Men's Health magazine. A couple months later, I found out that I won this transformation contest, and they flew me out to New Zealand to be on a TV show called Spartacus. And the week after doing that body transformation contest, with a diet like that, you just spend your whole 2 months just eating miserable, bland foods. The whole time as motivation, we were just thinking about how we can treat ourselves afterwards, and we ended up doing a 28-inch pizza in St. Louis. We did it easily. We won $500. We did this 11-pound pizza in like 30 or 40 minutes. Right before I do my food challenge, I flip my hat around and I go from Randy Santel and I transform into Atlas, which is just a food eating machine. So I turn into Atlas, and then once that happens, it's time to dominate. I give the 1, 2, 3, and then it's off to the races and have mercy on anything that's sitting in front of me. Atlas is something that me and my buddy that did my first food challenge with me created. Most competitive eaters have cool names, and so one day my buddy texted me and said, "You know what? I want to be Zeus." I was like, oh man. And if he was going to be Zeus, I knew I had to be Atlas. So ended up being Atlas and Zeus versus the 28-inch Pointosaurus pizza, and he was my original inspiration. So Zeus was my inspiration, and Atlas is who I am now. There's not many people that are, I say, dumb enough to do this stuff, but it also provides motivation. If I eat like this and do all these food challenges and eat thousands of calories at a time, I've got to get my butt in the gym or else I'm going to get fat. People always say that competitive eating and food challenges promote obesity, but really I think it makes me want to be fit. I just want to eat and work out and help other people lose weight. That's another one of my goals too. There's so many obese people with so many excuses about how they can't lose weight. Hopefully by following me and learning my story, they can learn that you can eat what you want. You just got to focus on eating healthy and working out. The ending means is one day I'm going to be able to find out how to make a living eating and working out. So I want to not have a real job. I want to retire by the time I'm 27.
We're back, and you are listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. I'm your host, Debbie McCune, along with our other host, Earl McCune.
The other host, yeah.
Sitting in with us tonight is Miss Munchie, Lori.
Hi.
And we got Bob Fritz sitting in with us. And, of course, on the line, the wheelin' and dealin' Morgantown man, Mr. John Santel.
And earlier in the program, I do want to thank our guest, Randy Santel, who sat in with us.
Santel?
Santel. Well, I know I was thinking about that toe wrestling thing. Santel. Mr. Randy Santel, my good friend Randy, who he sat in. He was on the phone with us for an hour and a half earlier in the show. Of course, we're doing. Whoa! What the hell?
She's getting ready.
Whoa!
She's getting ready.
She's getting ready.
She's getting ready now.
Oh my goodness gracious! What are you doing? You throwing up? What the hell are you doing?
I took a sip and I just went everywhere.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to. You ever tried drinking it in with your mouth, Deb, not your whole face? Okay.
I was drinking it with my mouth.
Sure you were. You use that mouth a lot, don't you? Okay. Anyway, don't you throw the keys at me. Don't you dare do it. I need my winkles. Anyway, seriously, welcome back. Again, I do want to thank our guest and the man we're saluting tonight, Mr. Randy Santel, who joined us for about an hour and a half earlier. He was on from the 8 o'clock hour till about 9:30 with us. gave us a lot of stories, a lot of good anecdotes of things, and just some good information that about food challenges. And if you ever want to check out what he does, go on. You could Google the guy. Just go on Google, type in Randy Santel. You're going to see his face everywhere. All his websites, all his links to his videos. He's got over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is amazing. I think I look at a few subscribers we have on ours, and it's like, okay, we got this. He's got 100,000. Okay, he's got us beat by about 100,000 and a bunch of more. But seriously, no. Check him out. Foodchallenges.com. Check out his website. Very informative website. Tells you if you want to know where a food challenge is, and especially those of you in the local area here, there is food challenges all around the area here. You can find them. It'll actually, if you type one in, will give you a map of where to go. You can actually join the thing. It's a very social type of website. You join it as a membership, and there's no charge to this, of course. And you just type, you join, you get your own little profile, kind of like how Facebook would be. And you can search food challenges by state, by zip code, I believe, and it'll tell you where all the food challenges around your area are. And if you want to take one on, go for it. You know what? And then let Randy know how you did. I'm sure he'd love to hear your food challenge stories. And of course, randysantel.com. There's more of some more fitness information there, more about diet, nutrition, and all that. So. Very informative information, that Randy gives about food challenges, diet information, how to lose weight, how to manage your weight, how to conquer a food challenge.
By yourself.
And what do you got? Oh, there's a burger. Where is that, Bob? That looks tasty too.
It's up in Cleveland.
Up in Cleveland? Yeah. Place up in Cleveland. It looks tasty. I mean, how many layers are on that thing?
Let's see here. If you're adventurous, you can attempt this burger. It is free if you finish it, or $30 if you fail.
$30 if you fail. Wow.
The first is a tower of beef compiled of 30 pounds of meat with 3 complete buns.
3 complete buns. I knew.
Various toppings that switches every Tuesday.
Wow. Now that could be interesting. The toppings change from week to week.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Each week.
That's interesting, but if you're interested in food challenges, if you ever watch what Adam Richmond on Man vs. Food did, Randy's done way more. I mean, I think Adam Richmond did like 30 some food challenges over the course of that show. Well, Randy's at almost 300 food challenges that he's beaten, and he's only lost about 7 times. So if that gives you any indication of how dedicated he is to his craft, I mean, and like Bob said, it is actually considered a professional sport, competitive eating. So, man, my hat's off to the man. Really good. I mean, I've spoke with Randy many times. Very, very nice gentleman. Very straightforward. Very. He's not one of them guys that's gonna he's people know who he is. I mean, he signs a lot of autographs. He'll go somewhere, people recognize him. He's not one of them guys where he lets his fame gets to his head. I mean, he's a very straight shooter. He's just an average Joe, just like it is. Very personable guy. I mean, I'm looking forward to, like he told me, next time he's into this area, he's going to come in, and I invited him to actually, when he's doing this, he could stay with us, when he comes to town. And then he's actually going to, I want to do a food challenge at a local place. I've been wanting to conquer this thing for a couple years now. Randy's going to coach me, and he's going to have the whistle and everything. So. And
then Lori's going to go up against him in a seafood challenge.
Yeah,
sushi
eating challenge. It's just kind of a self-imposed challenge, not really a...
I ate 7 plates at a time.
7 plates of sushi, yes you did.
Yeah, and usually about 15 to 20 a piece a plate.
Yeah, so she can pack it in. I mean, that little stature, probably 60 pounds soaking wet, but she can pack the sushi in, that's for sure. What's your favorite sushi, Lori?
It is the cream cheese one.
The one with the cream cheese.
She likes the crab, cream cheese, and avocado.
Ah, yeah, those are pretty good.
Okay, we are going to do some food trivia.
Food trivia. I like food trivia.
Yay, trivia.
Is this food
yummy.
Is this like a food challenge trivia or just a food trivia?
Just a food trivia.
Food trivia.
In light of food challenges.
Okay.
Okay, the first one, and chime in if you know the answer.
Chime in if you know the answer.
You ready, Bob?
I'm ready.
All right.
Okay, first one. What type of vegetable has been banned at different times for causing leprosy or rickets?
Huh? Oh, wait, a vegetable that's been banned for
What,
causing...
Lori?
Eggplant.
No.
Eggplant?
That's a good answer.
That's a good answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
I have no idea.
Radishes.
No. John?
Oh, good Lord.
Yes?
I was just like an eggplant, radish,
None of
spinach
them.
maybe?
The potato.
Potato?
Potato?
Potatoes are good.
I'm not eating potatoes anymore. I love French
Potatoes are
fries.
yummy.
Hey,
Yeah,
Rand,
enough of that.
Rand, if you're still listening,
I love potatoes.
can cause leprosy. So
Okay, here we go. In Japanese, what name means fried food often at a table?
Oh God, I know this one too.
No Japanese.
Fried food. Oh crap.
Sayonara.
No, it's another name for one of your favorite sushis.
Oh my God, tempura.
Yes.
Yes, tempura.
Okay.
I knew that one.
Eggplant is member of what plant family?
What plant family?
Carrot family. Carrot family.
Carrot family.
Squash family.
Is that a squash?
John.
What? The eggplant's part of a plant family, huh?
Yes.
Boy. That's a good question because I don't know my plant family.
Is it considered a potato?
Thistle.
Thistle. What the hell is a thistle?
Each vegetable belongs to a certain plant family.
Okay. I never knew that.
Hard.
Yeah.
Okay. Clamart means what type of food will be used in this dish?
Clamart. Type
What's
of food?
the question again?
Egg.
No.
Tomato.
No, one of Lori's favorite vegetables.
Hey, well, you're giving her all the easy
Oh, you're
ones.
giving her the easy one.
Yeah.
Easy.
She didn't
Favorite
get one.
vegetable. Carrots?
It's peas.
Good job.
Peas. Wow. Good job, Lori.
You like peas?
She loves them.
Okay.
I love
She'll eat them
peas.
by the can,
I
whether they're hot
love
or cold.
peas.
All right, here's one.
Okay.
In Germany, what are Kartoffeln?
What?
Kartoffeln. Hell if I know.
Yeah.
Kartoffeln. Is it what kind of food group would this be, Deb? Is this like a... Can you kind of give us a hint?
I mean,
Food group, huh?
Think of my tomato soup.
Okay, it's a soup.
Brisket.
Brie.
What do I put in it?
Bacon. Pig. Bread.
Milk.
Milk.
Bread is kind of.
Oh, you put dumplings in it.
Okay, but what type of dumplings?
Butt dumplings.
It's a potato dumpling.
Oh.
All right, Earl, if you don't know this one, you're crazy.
Butt dumpling.
Okay, what do people get from the cassavea?
Cassavea.
What is cassavea?
The crabs?
No.
Goody?
You get those from a
Okay,
bad experience with a bad
you're on the
bread.
right track, John. What type of pudding?
Bread pudding?
What's that?
You said pudding, John. What type of pudding?
Blood pudding. Blood sausage.
Well, we talked about the black pudding earlier, whatever the heck it was.
Yeah, black pudding.
Tapioca.
Oh, tapioca.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
I love tapioca.
In Australian slang, what kind of food is a mystery bag?
Mystery bag? No, usually that's what Mike. That's what Mike offers most people.
That's not a thing.
Yes.
Bam.
No, it's not.
No.
Kangaroo.
Earl.
Koala.
Mystery bag, huh? Peanuts.
Sausage.
Sausage.
Yummy. I love
Usually my bag's right, but never mind.
Hey, I know me and Earl will be having a lot of mystery bags this weekend.
Is that kind of like, yeah.
All right, here we go.
There we go.
What breakfast cereal was invented in a sanatorium in 1890?
Oatmeal.
No.
Grits.
Lori.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, I would say oatmeal, but
Cream of wheat? Cream of some young boy? I don't know.
That's not even funny.
Cream of some young guy. I don't know.
Cereal.
Cereal?
I eat that for breakfast.
Oats. Toasted oats.
Oh, I love corned beef hash. Kellogg's cornflakes.
Really? In 1890, huh?
Cornflakes.
Okay.
No kidding. Never knew that.
What is added to orange juice to make an ambassador cocktail?
An ambassador cocktail? Vodka, I know, is one of it, right? Oh, we're talking
ambassador cocktail.
ambassador cocktail.
What in the world? I didn't know that.
Whiskey.
No.
All right, let me have another
John.
drink. I need a drink.
Yeah.
An ambassador
Bob,
cocktail.
get another cocktail, buddy. I need another drink.
Ready for moonshine?
I need another drink. Yeah. Okay. Seriously. Okay.
Tequila.
Tequila. Okay.
I wanted to say that answer.
I wonder if I should have asked Randy this when he was on, is if he's ever found a you know, a lot of those places go around, you know, like a lot of bars that have like a beer challenge, you know. Now it's not.
Ask him if he does a beer challenge.
I should ask him if he'd ever consider doing a beer challenge. You know, I mean, I'd like to challenge Randy to the beer drinking challenge. He'd probably beat the crap out of me, but
Okay.
I'd try it.
Next
I think
one.
it'd be fun.
What is the original literal meaning of the word bride?
You don't want me to answer.
You don't want me to answer that.
And it's not as in what you think it is. What, Laura?
Bread?
Bride. B-R-I-D-E.
This is a food thing, right? Chicken.
The cake.
What is the original
Cake?
literal meaning of the word bride?
Cake. Horse meat.
John.
John
white
and the
cake.
John?
To cook.
Oh. Get in there and cook, damn it.
All right.
Give me another beer.
There are more than 1,500 varieties of this kind of food.
What in the world?
The edible kind.
All foods are edible.
Not all foods.
Can you repeat the question, please?
There are more than 1,500 varieties of what kind of food, particularly this food?
Is it a vegetable?
No.
Is it a fruit?
No.
Is it
Fish.
It's not poultry.
bread?
Fish ain't poultry.
Fish ain't poultry. Fish is seafood. Poultry's chicken. Hello, Dub.
Beef.
Beef.
No.
Chicken. Rice.
Rice.
Rice. 1,500 varieties of rice.
Is it 1,500?
Wow.
More than
I just know there's white rice and brown rice.
Okay.
That's all I got. Horse shit.
Radish.
Horse what?
Sauce was
Horse
invented in what country?
Horseradish was actually, isn't that Japan? Because wasabi is actually a horseradish.
What kind of drink is Barba in Court?
What?
Barbana Court.
Barbancourt? It's a whiskey, isn't it? No?
It's
Orange
a vodka.
No, but you're close.
Gin.
Gin?
No. What can I drink?
Oh, rum. Type of rum.
Okay.
Rum.
What is the most chemically complex food made of over 300 different chemicals?
Most chemically complex food. Now, is it a natural food or something that's,
It technically is
or is it something that's made or mass produced?
both, and it comes from a natural plant.
Potato chips?
What is the most chemically complex food made up of over 300 different
That's what I was
chemicals?
asking. Potato chips.
No. Starts out as a plant, but it's something that
Celery?
everyone eats. Celery's natural.
Rice cakes.
Ain't it corn?
Candy bars.
Okay, I'll give it to you. It's chocolate.
I got
John got it.
Okay.
candy bars.
Okay, what else
What
you got?
is the world's largest food company?
Excuse me. Let me think. World's largest food company. Hostess? Chef Boyardee?
Dole.
Nestle.
Nestle.
They make candy. That ain't food.
Ain't food. That's not food. That's like junk. But I do
Well,
like...
Nestle makes all kinds of stuff, actually.
Okay. In 1950, the Minnesota Valley Canning Company became what?
The Vikings.
Minnesota Valley Canning Company became what?
The Vikings. That's pretty good.
And what year was this?
1950, the Minnesota Valley Canning Company became what company?
Dole Pineapples. I'm sorry. I'll be more serious.
Crap, I don't know.
Del Monte.
Close.
Monty Dell.
No, John.
In the John.
Well, Del Monte actually originated in California. Dole was in Hawaii.
Chiquita.
Trying to think.
That's
That's a banana.
Like Green Giant or something like that?
You got it.
Green
Jolly
Giant.
Green Giant.
Ho, ho, ho.
Where's she at?
The average person eats
Wow.
800.
Oh, there went it. Okay.
The average person eats 800 what in their lifetime?
Well, I'll tell you what about me. Never mind, I'm not going to answer what I said.
I've only had about 7.
Yeah. I'm about 725. I'm not at the 800 yet, but anyway. Oh, not that. 800 of these a year. Is it 800 of these in your lifetime? 800 total of a food in a lifetime. Brussels sprouts?
You'd eat more than that in a lifetime. What, Lori?
Not necessarily.
Radishes? No.
Potato.
It's not a vegetable or a fruit.
It's not a vegetable or a fruit, is it?
Hostess Twinkie.
It's not junk food. John?
In the John.
Steaks.
No.
Potatoes.
You eat, on average, in your lifetime, 800 whole chickens.
800 whole chickens.
Chickens.
I didn't. Now, would they not necessarily be whole because I don't eat the chicken heads or the feet?
No, chicken feet are good.
No, I've never done the feet.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, never done a chicken head.
I've never done the head.
Try sucking on a beak. Hey, Deb. Never mind.
Well, they always say chicken like a chicken with your head cut off, you know.
I have chicken feet.
Yeah. All right, what else you got there as far as food trivia there, Debster? Any food challenge type of trivia? Anything you can throw at us, as far as the food challenge type of stuff, honey?
Food trivia.
She's looking it up right now. Hey, I want to thank everybody again for tuning in tonight to Some Kind of Radio Show. We got about an hour and 5 to go. Of course, our salute tonight, Mr. Randy Santel, proud owner of foodchallenges.com. Guy goes all over. He's about 285 wins. That's what he said, Bob.
285.
285, and he's inching on that 300. The only guy close to him is about 250 wins. So he's got a little cushion right now. But I think Randy's going to pull away and hit 300 here before the year's out. Obviously, I think he's going to be well over that. I wonder what he'd be about this time next year if he paces out. He's been doing this since 2010. So, if you figure this out, 5 years, 285, carry the one, yeah.
At least 60 wins.
60 wins a year, so, yeah. So I mean, he's probably gonna be around 350 this time next year. That'd be, man. I can't get past 1. I've tried. Believe me, I've tried. Deb watched it. I still have a lot of meat in my mouth, didn't I?
That's an everyday occurrence for you.
You're funny.
Oh.
I'm not Malone, okay? Well,
what's funny is actually earlier
I've seen you spooning.
no, there's no spooning with Mike. He wants the spork. Oh, we got headlines
Mike
tonight?
two-handed.
Yeah.
We're going to do headlines next half hour?
Yep.
Awesome. All right, what else we got going on there, Deb?
What do you want?
What do you want? What do you
she wants to...
What do you want, Lori? You want to sit? She wants to sit with her mommy. Okay. Oh. Don't fart, Lori. Fart. Do it now. Fart right now.
Say hello to the world from the big chair.
Hey, just be careful. Hi. Just be careful, because when she gets up, she's probably going to fling you.
Yep. Probably. But anyway, seriously. Stop. You're shaking the whole desk. Good Lord.
What?
Oh, my goodness gracious. I want to thank, again, everybody for tuning in. You can also call us tonight, 330-673-2428. Give us a Give us an idea if you've ever tried a food challenge. We want to hear from you, the listeners out there. If you've ever attempted a food challenge, tell us about it and tell us how it went. And I'll tell you about mine. I tried one at a local establishment. I'm not going to name them. No names, please. Very good hamburgers. That's all I'll say. But I'll tell you what, I got past the 3 layers of meat, and that was all she wrote for me. And the thing is, my dumb ass here, I did it while the meat was still like piping hot. So, and Deb, of course, ripped on me for stuffing hot meat in my mouth.
Hot beef.
Hot beef. I was stuffing tons of hot beef in my mouth.
Tasty.
Yeah, tasty is like a party in my mouth, and no one came. Thank God. Anyway. Oh, hey, by the way, I just dropped ass, if anyone was wondering. It's thank God this is not smeller radio. It's because it's really bad. It's not good. It's not good. Hey, John, have you ever attempted a food challenge?
What's this?
Have you ever attempted a food challenge?
Yeah, try not to eat too much every day.
Yeah, it's definitely. I understand.
No, he just enjoys it when he gets home cooking.
He does. John does enjoy the home cooking.
Yes.
Home cooking is a good thing. Home cooking is a very good thing. How much time till the news there, Deb?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's about time for 11 o'clock here.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess it's time for the 11 o'clock news. Okay, we got another hour to go, and then we're going to get the hell out of here. Listen to Some Kind of Radio show here on KRMA Internet Radio. More Randy Santel salute. Stay tuned.
From Washington, this is VOA News. I'm David Byrd reporting U.S. airstrikes in Iraq appear to have killed another top leader of the group known as the Islamic State. A National Security Council spokesman said that Fadhil Ahmad al-Hayali, also known as Haji Mutaz, was killed in an airstrike August 18th while traveling near the Iraqi city of Mosul. Spokesman Ned Price said the airstrike, that is, also killed an IS media operative. The NSC statement identified al-Hayali as a member of the extremist group's Shura Council and the senior deputy to Islamic State leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. It said he was a primary coordinator for moving large amounts of weapons, explosives, vehicles, and people between Iraq and Syria. 3 people were wounded when a gunman opened fire on a train traveling from Amsterdam to Paris Friday before the attacker was overpowered by 2 American military members. French officials say the gunman's motives are not known. However, they say anti-terrorism police are leading the investigation. French Interior Minister Bernard Cazeneuve said the suspect was arrested at a railway station in the northern French town of Arras. Police have identified the man as a 26-year-old of Moroccan origin and said he was armed with an automatic weapon and a knife. French media reports say the Americans who overpowered the attacker were U.S. Marines. U.S. military officials confirmed only that an American soldier had been wounded, but said the injuries were not life-threatening. French authorities have been on high alert since Islamic militants killed 17 people in and around Paris last January. This is VOA News. Worries about slowing economic growth in China, rising political uncertainty in Greece, and uncertainty about plans to raise U.S. interest rates rattled investors so badly that it sparked a global stock sell-off Friday. Major U.S. indexes were down by 3% by the close. Europe was off by around 3%, and key Asian indexes were also hurt. Nick Colas is the chief marketing strategist for the Convergex Group.
We've had some tough news. The Chinese economy is probably slowing. The U.S. Federal Reserve is getting more uncertain about when to raise interest rates, but the market's really taken it to a new level by psychologically responding to these inputs and, in fact, getting quite afraid because they don't know what's next.
Investors' mood was darkened by further political uncertainty in Greece as the ruling party called for a snap election next month. Gold, which is a traditional hedge against economic troubles, saw prices rise as some worried investors sought a safe haven for their money. North Korea is warning the South to stop broadcasting anti-North propaganda across the border through loudspeakers by Saturday or face a strong military counteraction. The North's deputy UN ambassador, An Myung-hun, told reporters in New York that The Army does not make what he called empty talk.
The grave situations now on the Korean Peninsula have been created by South Korea at the start of the South Korean military on the basis of prefabricated provocation plots.
There have been frequent periods of high tension between North and South Korea during the past 60 years, but the new young North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un, has already earned a reputation for secretiveness and unpredictability. He has been known to react harshly to what he perceives as insults and disrespect. Macedonia has started letting a limited number of migrants cross the border from Greece after riot police fired stun grenades at a crowd demanding entry. The would-be immigrants stuck in a no-man's land on the border apparently tried to surge across police lines early Friday. Police responded with stun grenades. A medical team from Doctors Without Borders reports that 10 people were injured. Hundreds of migrants did cross the border into Macedonia, and Syrian Ahmed Hussa was one of them.
Now I'm happy and my morals is so high and my family is happy. We are all fine and I hope that we continue on our road.
Macedonia's Interior Ministry said that vulnerable migrants would be assisted in accordance with the state's capacity, but it did not specify what vulnerable meant. For more on these stories, please log on to our website, voanews.com. I'm David Byrd in Washington.
That's the latest world news from VOA.
The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
Talk that comes around and goes around. Karma Radio.
August is Classic TV Show Month on Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Radio. It all begins August 7th with a salute to a classic, WKRP in Cincinnati. If you have any suggestions for a classic TV show to salute, contact us at facebook.com/SKO Radio Show. We want to hear from you. So be sure to join Earl, Deb, and the Crazy Crew on Friday nights. The fun begins at 8 p.m. Eastern, live here on KRMA Internet Radio. Hi, everybody. Steve Jones here. Join me Wednesday evening, 7 to 11 p.m. for the best in classic rock on KRMA Internet Radio. You'll hear some of the old stuff along with some of the new. We'll also feature some great local bands and your requests. Steve Jones, Rockin' the World on Karma Internet Radio, Wednesdays, 7 to 11 p.m. No rules, just radio the way it should be. Karma Radio.
Hey, it's Maggie. Thanks for supporting KRMA Internet Radio.
Hi, I'm Debbie McCune, co-host of Some Kind of Radio Show on Karma Radio. Tune in Fridays from 8 to midnight where you will get a great laugh as Earl, myself, and the Crazy Crew salute movies, TV shows, skits, funny news, and much, much more. We want to hear from you, the listeners. So call in live at 330-673-2428. Only on Karma Radio, Fridays from 8 to midnight.
Tune in to the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight. We'll be talking about comics,
toys,
movies,
antiques,
sci-fi,
collectibles,
ghosts, ghost twice, anything that you want to talk about. Bigfoot, anything that you want to talk about. So be sure to give us a call, 330-673-2428. That's the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight on KarmaRadio.com.
Karma Radio.
Local businesses, up your sales. Be the first to advertise on KRMA Radio at a low introductory price. Email office@krmaradio.com or send by snail mail to KRMA, Post Office Box 108, Kent, Ohio 44240. Our sales staff will call you.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Call now, 330-673-CHAT, 330-673-2428. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
There's a lot of things that I've sacrificed in order to go anywhere I need to go, do anything I need to do. There can't be any type of serious relationship involved. Spend a lot of time alone, which kind of sucks, but I've learned to cope and be able to be fine with that. I ended up making myself single, we'll call it that. Most of my friends that I went to high school and college with, they're all doing what society calls growing up. They've all got families and they've got babies along the way, and it was kind of pissing me off that every time I get on Facebook, somebody's getting engaged, somebody's doing this, having a baby, blah, 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 blah. So I ended up just, for myself, getting a ring, and it basically just says, married to my dreams. It can get lonely sometimes, but I mean, I've got my music and my career that I'm always working on. There are some days where something bad might happen, like at the end of every day I'm really, really broke. Because, I mean, I've spent thousands and thousands, it's probably over 30 grand over the past couple years on all this different foodchallenges.com stuff, randysantel.com stuff, but at the end of the day, I would rather sleep in a frickin' gutter than ever really quit on giving up on my dreams. So they're going to happen. It's not a question of really whether they are going to happen. Once somebody gives me that call or that email and says, Randy, I think I really got something that we need to be doing, need you to be here, you don't even need to give me more than a few hours notice. I'll be there. I'll be packed up and ready to go. This is what my life is dedicated to.
Okay, we are back live on Some Kind of Radio Show. Tonight is our salute to a good friend of mine who does food challenges all over the world, Mr. Randy Santel. Very, very nice guy. He was on the show with us for the first 90 minutes tonight. We had a lot of fun talking to Randy. Got a lot of great little stories of things he did and about how he does his food challenges and puts all his videos together. He's got he's close to 300 wins all over the world, you know, between here and over in England. What's up, Lori?
I'm going against him in the sushi.
You're going to go against him in a sushi competition? Yeah. Okay, I'd love to see that. Now, like I said, when Randy, next time Randy comes to town, like I said, he's got an open invitation to come stay at my house. And also, Randy said he would coach me in how to win a certain food challenge. So he's going to be my coach, and he's going to tell me eat that food. And he goes, I'm going to eat that food, bitch. So if Randy's going to encourage me to eat, I'm going to eat. You know, I mean, but seriously, one of the hell of a nice guy. I want to thank him again for coming on. We've been talking about him coming back on the show now for quite a few weeks, and you know, he's like, yeah, let's do it, and I finally got him. We finally secured the date. He came out in the night he's good on for an hour and a half, and I guess it's time for headlines. Tonight's headlines are brought to you by Gigglebox Deb. Gigglebox Deb, where her boobies are flowing around and they're hitting the microphone and shimmying right now. Gigglebox Debs. Get yours today. I don't know, I just made something up as I went.
Yeah,
okay.
Because she might be a little far behind.
First headline is called "The Joys of Blowhole Sex."
Good blowhole sex. Blowhole.
What two consenting dolphins do in the wilds of nature is their own business, and if you had a orifice on top of your head, you might enjoy it too.
Ew, wait a minute, whoa. If people are doing stuff to the whales.
Just listen!
Okay, well.
It says blowhole penetration is just
You got a blowhole, Deb?
Shut up!
She's got a blowhole.
Shut up.
Deb, we found out you had a blowhole because you serviced many a serviceman. Hey, everybody. This is Debbie. She's a blowhole. She has a blowhole. And
can I read the story? You wanted me to do headlines, yet you won't let me read them.
I was thinking about your headlights, but go ahead.
It says...
They're shining.
God, those things are bright. Can you? Thank God. See, all the lights
can
are
you
burned
dim
out.
them a little bit, please?
Well, the good thing is, Bob, with the bathroom light burned out. Hey, turn that back on. With the bathroom light burned out, right? Turn the frickin' mic on.
Will you let me
No,
talk?
don't turn mic on. Turn the microphone on.
Let me talk. It says blowhole penetration is just one of the subjects we delve into the week's Weird News podcast.
God.
We sent this person, co-host of the Fabulous Love and Sex podcast, to New York City's Museum of Sex and got natural with the animals.
Oh, they give a little blowhole demonstration? I was just wondering. I just want to know so we know not to check it out.
If you think threesomes, wild masturbation, rituals, and all sorts of recreational pleasure are reserved for humans, you simply haven't spent enough time in the jungle.
Oh, my goodness.
And Museum of Sex curator sets us straight even if you're gay. In the end, the only thing weird about...
In the end, all right.
In the end, the only thing weird about animal sex is wrapped up in our own human hang-ups. Admit it, if you had an elephant's trunk, you'd involve it in your self-stimulation too. Wouldn't that be fun? All conceivable sexual partnerships and sex acts exist, the museum concludes. From foreplay to post-coital cuddling, animals engage in kissing, hugging, self and mutual stimulation, oral sex, and every kind of penetrative intercourse imaginable.
Okay.
Sex in the animal kingdom is a nonchalance as it is in the human realm, and sex for pleasure, it seems, is not just restricted to Homo sapiens.
I just thought of a great idea.
Isn't nature great?
Just thought of a great idea. Yeah.
Do you think we should listen to the podcast?
No. But you know what I think we should do? I think I got a great idea, and we should, Randy's got foodchallenges.com. I think we should start our own website called sexchallenges.com. What do you guys think?
Oh, I think it'd be great.
I think it'd be great.
I think it'd be great.
I know. How many sex challenges would there be? I mean, now Deb's challenged many a serviceman over the years that we found out, and thank you for serving our country, Deb, and the servicemen.
Yeah.
Thank you for serving.
That's not even right.
It is right. It's funny. But anyway, yeah, I think we should do it. What do you think, John? Sexchallenges.com?
I don't think Deb would agree to that.
No, we don't want Deb involved with it. I'm just saying, what do you think?
Well, interesting for me. I mean, I'm a single guy, so hey, every day for me is a challenge. So
well, yeah, I've heard that before.
Me too, John.
I've been married for 12 years. It's a challenge for me too. So, thank God for Pamela. Whew. God, I love that woman.
Yeah.
She knows just how I like it.
I usually go at mother thumbing her 4 daughters.
Wow. All right. Anyhow, anyway. But, yeah, okay. But no, blowhole sex. I mean, I'm sorry, come on, really? Hey, Deb, you don't have no blowhole on your head, do you? No blowhole? Okay. You don't see no blow... You sure? I think it's hidden under your hair. What do you think? Because I always wonder if that's where the poop came out, with a ponytail, when you have a ponytail. No, that's not it. She'll have a ponytail. Yeah. She'll have a ponytail, and I'll reach her underneath her back of her head, and she'll this is where the poop comes out.
All right, on to the next story.
Okay.
Man wanted for throwing pornographic paper airplane.
Pornographic paper airplane.
Police want to talk with man accused of tossing airplane made from dirty mags.
Well, good for him. At least he's finding a good use for him, okay?
Says, this definitely wasn't a flight on a Virgin airline. Pittsburgh police are warning the public about a man...
Oh, look out, Pittsburgh. Enough said.
A man
Enough said.
Accused of tossing a pornographic paper airplane at 2 children. A white man between the ages of 18 and 25 in a white van launched a paper airplane that was folded from a page from an adult magazine at kids playing in their yard on Saturday.
Okay, Malone's safe. He's older than 25.
We are just trying to alert residents of someone who may be doing something suspicious around children, a department spokeswoman told. The plane landed in front of the yard, according to the Pittsburgh police. The kids showed the smutty plane to their parents, who called police. The ages of the kids have not been released.
You kidding me? If at that age I've been like, hey, look, I got some free porn.
It's art.
Yeah.
It's art. Give the kids art.
Yeah. It's everyone has their artistic expressions,
And 9 out of those 10 kids probably already seen it before.
Kid, 9 out of 10 kids are probably like, I wouldn't be telling. I'd be like, hey, I got myself some free porn. I'm keeping this
Nudie
stuff.
Magazine.
Nudie Magazine Day. That's right. Nudie Magazine Day.
Air Express delivery.
That's right. Flew in fresh this morning. Yeah. What, Larry? Did you say Nudie Magazine Day? Yeah, you got to talk into the microphone.
Yeah, I said it from Billy
Turn Lori's microphone on, please.
Yeah, I said it from Billy Madison.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't that movie, wasn't it? Nudie Magazine Day.
Nudie Magazine Day. Nudie Magazine!
Okay. Anyone here ever had a nudie magazine? I've never had one in my life.
I never did either.
Yeah, me either. I've had several, but I never had one. The only time I ever had one was I got my first one. Then I got, it got more,
Earl, you always, like me, you kept it under the mattress?
Oh, I had a whole closet. You kidding me? I had this like built-in closet area, in my room as a kid, and this is how smart I was. I was, when you get you get like 12, 13, they give you you get yourself a bank account,
Yeah.
Well, I put it on my bank card and I ordered it, and they I ordered it online, right? Or not online, but on the telephone offer, you call the number and you get yourself whatever. And I ordered myself a subscription. They never even asked me my age or nothing. I just gave them my bank card information. Yeah, I started getting Playboys delivered to the house, a little brown paper bag, I was like 13, 14 years old.
Well, I hate to say this. When I was 12 or 13, we didn't have bank cards. There was no such thing.
Yeah. Well, I was like, yeah. All right. I was all hooked up. I was First National Bank. I had the card was like ugly as sin. It was a black card. It was like, had like red, green, and blue stripe on it. Had an eagle on it. And it had my name. I'm like, I got a card. Yeah, I'm going to get myself some stuff. I'm somebody now. And I use that card. I bought myself a 1-year subscription to Playboy magazine. And, then that turned into a 5-year subscription. And, whoa, the lights just went off again.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to turn them off. Keep it cool. There we go. Anyway, I had this, like, closet. I had this, like, and it was like, it had this little, like a hidden cubby in it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I had this whole stack. And when I finally moved out of my mom's house when I grew up, I was 18 when I moved out on my own. And, suddenly I opened this thing up and I'm packing. I threw everything in a box. And my mom she goes, what the hell is that? I said, oh, it's my nudie books stash. She goes, well, where the hell did you get those? I said, I bought them. She goes, well, how'd you do that? I said, well, I'm gifted. I said, look at me. Come on, I'm a smart guy. I figure out how to do stuff, No, you don't. So she tried taking it away from me. I was like, I'm moving out on my own. You can't you can't take away my nudie mags.
I just saw something. It's a video. It says, watch Beard Meets Food. Competitive eater bag world record by scoffing down 17 Big Macs in just 1 hour.
17 Big Macs in an hour.
Whoa.
That takes raw talent there.
Yeah, Beard Meets Food.
Oh my God, I've seen better beards on my ass. You kidding me? That's a ZZ Top beard right there. And he ate 17 Big Macs. Now, did you ever hear about that guy who eats a Big Mac every day of his life for like 20 years? You ever hear about that guy?
No.
He goes to McDonald's every day. It was on that Morgan Spurlock thing where he did the Super Size Me. Well, he interviewed this one guy who, I kid you not, and I guess this guy goes to McDonald's every day and has lunch, and he gets a Big Mac, fries, and a Coke every day, and he did it for 20 years. Every day of his life for 20 years, even on holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas, whenever they're if they were open,
Right.
Yeah, he went and had a Big Mac, and then what he also said, if they weren't closed, for a holiday, he'd get an extra one the day, and he'd take it home and he'd eat it the next day. Because I'm like, I like a Big Mac every now and then. Don't get me wrong. Well, every now and then.
Yeah, I'm not a Big Mac fan.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. I'm not the Mickey D fan.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm not a big McDonald's fan either. Now, every now and then, I'm like, yeah, you know what, Big Mac sounds good. Every now and then.
Every now and then
I'll get a hankering for one. But, God, to eat one every single day for 20 years.
That's not healthy.
That's not healthy. No, and this guy this guy looked like skinny walnut head crackhead guy. I mean, this guy probably weighed about $135 soaking wet, and just looked like hell. I mean, but you know what? I mean, it's not like he ate every day of his life. 3 meals a day, or he had lunch. That's what he did for lunch, because I guess he works. Well, if I remember reading this right or watching this right, I think he worked like right next to the McDonald's or whatever, and that's where he went to lunch. I was like, God, you imagine how much money you spent? Man. How much money you spent in that place having a Big Mac every? I mean, those Big Mac value meals or whatever, they're like $6. Okay, now you do that every day of your life. $42 a week for 52 weeks a year for 20 years.
It's not healthy because of all that salt.
I mean, exactly all the salt and all the other crap that's in them things. I mean, don't get me wrong. Every once in a while, I'll have one, and this is like far and few in between. But to eat one every day, I just
you will get so tired and lazy.
You think you get sick?
Yeah.
Get sick.
Yeah, I'm not a big Mickey D. I'll stop Mickey D's once in a while.
Yeah, no, like I had it the other day. I felt like getting the McNuggets. I got like a 20-piece McNuggets. I ate that. That was good. That was a nice change. I don't eat that very often, but
I tried McNuggets the other day. I mean, I don't eat McNuggets.
Yeah.
The other day I stopped at Burger King. And
those are better. I like those.
They're a lot better.
Oh,
I've had them both.
Yeah.
At Burger King's a lot better.
Oh, those nuggets are good. I mean, those are like
To me, they taste more. Mickey D's taste more like cardboard.
Oh yeah.
It's more processed.
Sure. Yeah.
This one's messed up. I'm just gonna read the title. I'm not gonna read what actually
the
happened.
Title. Okay.
All I can say
we can speculate.
This is actually from Ohio.
Okay.
Ohio mom confesses to killing 3 sons over 13 months just so the daughter would get more attention from her dad.
Right.
I heard about that
been
one.
On national news.
It says, this twisted Ohio mom clearly had a favorite child and her 3 other kids didn't stand a chance.
Jeez.
This person confessed to killing her 3 young sons over the last year to make her husband pay more attention to their daughter. The truth behind the serial killings unraveled after the mom calmly called 911 to report 3-month-old had stopped breathing about 3 a.m. The tot later died at the hospital. This person had made a similarly static call in April for 4-year-old and again in July 2014 for a 3-month-old from her home about 60 miles northwest of Columbus.
All right.
She later told authorities she placed blankets over the heads of all her boys to suffocate them. In her mind, she was protecting her daughter from being not as loved as the boys were by their father. Fatherly love is...
I got a great idea. If you don't want any more kids, quit making them. And instead of killing them, don't make them. Don't have any more. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Right.
Sick people, I swear to God. I mean, hurting your own child, I couldn't imagine that. I mean... It's one thing you get mad at your kid and or whatever, but kill your kid? No, I'll tell you what.
I could have never thought of something like that.
No, I couldn't either.
That wouldn't even be in back of my mind.
It's not even a thought. It wouldn't even be remotely even conceivable as a thought.
It's like, you know what? Yeah, there's times when you favor one child over the other, but you know what? If you've got more than if you're only going to favor one kid, why have more?
Yeah, that was kind of my point.
It's like we have 2 children.
Does it say if the girl was older than the 3 boys?
She was the oldest.
She was the oldest.
Yeah. But it's like
I found coming from of 3 brothers and 3 sisters, I found that as the next one came, they got more favored than went down. Now I was the first one, so the baby always got it more than I did.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's like with ours. Our son's the oldest, our daughter's the youngest. Yeah, there's times that...
I mean, you can see it, but you know what? They still loved you no matter what.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's how it is with us. Like, there's times we'll favor one over the other, but it's not usual. But it's like if we do something for one, the other one always gets the same.
Sure. Yeah.
Now, like if Lori goes out somewhere with me, and it's just me and her, and I may say, hey, do you want to get an ice cream? Or something, then like if Alex is with us, we do the same for him, but it's like what happens with mom and dad, you don't go home and brag about it.
Right.
But I couldn't see doing something to one just so the other one got more attention. I really question.
That's sickening, you know. It really is. I couldn't even fathom that, you know. Well, like I said, when I was an only child, that like so they after me they broke the mold, and you know when I was born they didn't, you know.
They slapped their mama.
They slapped my mom and dad, and when they had me and not me when I was born, you know. They look like what the hell is that, you know? And then they were trying to figure out what I was, you know. Then they figured
you
it.
and the schmeckle.
No, then they took a good look and go, wow, you know, that guy's gonna be a star someday.
You remember the one about it's probably been at least 10 years now. The woman that drowned her kids in the car.
Oh God, yeah, I remember that one.
I think her Susan Smith maybe was.
Oh yeah, yep, that's her. Yeah.
That's her. And I'm sitting there going, then she went around telling everybody that the guy stole the car. And
oh, yeah.
A certain...
Elaborate stories,
well, and then that was like the same one where the mom pulled over on the side of the road, shot both of her kids, and then said that it was a hitchhiker or someone trying to steal the car.
Yeah, oh, there's some idiots out there. And there was one just recently, a lady was trying to... what was it? She drove into down in Florida. She drove her minivan into the ocean, trying to kill herself and the kids, and then she got out, realized what she was doing, and then of course
it was too late for the kids.
No, everybody got out. Everybody got out of that one.
I did hear about this one.
Yeah, everyone got out, and then she realized what she was doing. She's like, "What am I doing? What am I doing?" And and then she, of course, pled insanity and all that. But I think.
To me, it's like, you know what?
What were you thinking, lady?
If you're going to do that, I honestly don't think... Yeah, there's probably some that are really mentally sick, but the fact that you're going to kill your kid and then turn around and plead insanity, that's everyone's line of defense when it comes to that.
Yeah.
But there's people that'll just wake up one day, look at them, and just be like, I don't want them no more.
But Earl's right. There are some out there that don't need kids. I mean, they shouldn't have kids.
No.
You know?
No, not at all. There's people really out there that should never, ever think about reproducing. Ever.
Yeah.
If they want to try, and there's not good, God bless them, but don't actually follow through. Don't finish the deed, if you know what I mean. But anyway, where are we at here, Deb? We got about a half hour, 35 minutes to go here. Where are we at? Time wise?
Hey, I got a headline here real quick.
All right, you got.
It's 11:30. We got break.
Oh, we at 11:30. All right, John, we're gonna take a break. We'll do yours right after break.
Okay.
All right. You're listening to some kind of radio show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Got one more clip from Randy Santel, and we're gonna play that and be right back after this. Stay tuned.
August is Classic TV Show Month on Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Radio. It all begins August 7th with a salute to a classic, WKRP in Cincinnati. If you have any suggestions for a classic TV show to salute, contact us at facebook.com/SKO Radio Show. We want to hear from you. So be sure to join Earl, Deb, and the Crazy Crew on Friday nights. The fun begins at 8 p.m. Eastern, live here on KRMA Internet Radio.
I'm Debbie McCune from Some Kind of Radio Show, and you are listening to KRMA Radio, home of the best rock and talk, where the fun never stops. Karma Radio.
Hi, everybody. Steve Jones here. Join me Wednesday evening, 7 to 11 p.m. for the best in classic rock on KRMA Internet Radio. You'll hear some of the old stuff along with some of the new. We'll also feature some great local bands and your requests. Steve Jones, Rockin' the World on Karma Internet Radio, Wednesdays, 7 to 11 p.m. No rules, just radio the way it should be.
Karma Radio.
Local businesses, up your sales. Be the first to advertise on KRMA Radio at a low introductory price. Email office@krmaradio.com or send by snail mail to KRMA, Post Office Box 108, Kent, Ohio 44240. Our sales staff will call you.
Tune in to the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight. We'll be talking about comics,
toys,
movies,
antiques,
sci-fi,
collectibles,
ghosts, Ghost twice, anything that you want to talk about. Bigfoot, anything that you want to talk about. So be sure to give us a call, 330-673-2428. That's the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight on KarmaRadio.com.
Karma Radio.
Hi, I'm Debbie McCune, co-host Some Kind of Radio Show on Karma Radio. Tune in Fridays from 8 to midnight where you will get a great laugh as Earl, myself, and the crazy crew salute movies, TV shows, skits, funny news, and much, much more. We want to hear from you, the listeners. So call in live at 330-673-2428. Only on Karma Radio, Fridays from 8 to midnight.
Hey, it's Maggie. Thanks for supporting KRMA Internet Radio.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at SKO Radio Show. You can also email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Hey everybody, this is Randy Santel, Atlas with Atlas and Zeus Promotions and proud owner of foodchallenges.com. Just want to remind you guys, if you're wanting to do a food challenge, never forget, win before you begin. Train, strategize, and dominate. Just like I do, you do those three things, you'll be able to too.
We're back. We're back.
Turn this back up. This is pretty cool. This is from one of Randy's videos. This is the one from this was actually part of his birthday challenge. He was doing a dance and everything. You have to check it out. It's actually a decent little video. It's really entertaining. Goes to those 27 different places over like 16 and a half hours, and just has goes to like IHOP, has a pancake, and he goes to the next place, has an ice cream cone, and goes to another place that has another ice cream, and then goes somewhere else and has something else, and spent the whole day doing that. So I mean that was pretty cool. And that took some serious planning to do it. Next week on TV Show Month, we're going to go back to TV shows next week.
Mr. Michael Knight
Rider.
Kid.
Knight Rider next week, everybody. So we're going to have a very entertaining classic TV show. Lori, tell us about Knight Rider. What's in Knight Rider?
Who's Kit? We don't know who Kit is.
You know who Kit is? No,
who's Kit? Kit's the one.
Car, right?
What is he? Well, tell us. We don't know about Kit. Tell the listeners about Kit.
He's a talking car. Actually, Michael Knight, played by David Hasselhoff. Devin Miles was Edward Mulhare, who played the part of Devin Miles. Patricia McPherson played Bonnie, the technician, and of course, who's never credited in the show, but William Daniels played the voice of Kit. Who, of course, if you don't know who William Daniels is, if you go remember St. Elsewhere, he was Dr. Craig, and also a little bit newer, more recent, Boy Meets World, Mr. Feeney. So is the voice of Kit. So if you didn't know that, this show ran from 82 to 86, 4 seasons. One of my favorite shows.
Then they tried to make a reboot.
The reboot, I wasn't happy with the reboot. The reboots. Well, they did a Knight Rider, Team Knight Rider, which was horrible. And then they did a Knight Rider 2000 movie, which was not bad. They did, 91 or 92? They said
92.
92. They said it in the year 2000. They made a new Kit car.
He was a blue car.
Well, no, the computer was put into David Hasselhoff's 57 Chevy.
That's what I was talking
for a while.
about. Yeah.
But there was a brand new red car as Kit, and it had its own another personality. Michael took the personality out of that one, put Kit in it, which was actually better because the personality of the original car, the new car, was horrible. But it wasn't a bad story.
And then they did the reboot where it was missions, but it wasn't through Knight Rider.
Yeah, Knight Rider, the new Knight Rider in 2008 was supposed to be Michael Knight's son, Mike Tracer. He came back, and there's a brand new Kit, Knight Industries 3000 at that point, and
that lasted a season.
No, it was 2 seasons. It wasn't it 2 seasons?
It was one
just
season.
One season? Okay.
It was split up into 2, but it was one season.
Yeah, and the pilot they did for it was very good, but then they turned it into a series. They changed creative direction in it, and the car turned into a damn transformer, and it was horrible. I mean, they ruined it with that. If they had just left the car be the car and have all the abilities, it would have been cool, a little more realistic. But the thing is, with these new reboots they do with these shows, they take some of the realism out, and it looks too fake. You know, the one thing with some of these classic shows in the 80s, Knight Rider, you know, of course, as far-fetched it was to have a talking car, it was bulletproof and all that, there was still a sense of some realism to the show. And these new shows where they try to reboot these classics, you know, like they redid Knight Rider, it was so unrealistic, it was so unbelievable that it was over the top. And that's the things with like what they're doing with these reboots and remakes. They're making these things so over the top, it's ridiculous. So, but yeah, we're going to have a classic salute to Knight Rider next week. We're going to have a lot of the Knight Rider music on the show, a lot of great Knight Rider clips from all, you know, throughout the seasons. I'm going to go through and pick some of the best seasons shows over the years. We're going to have a lot of great clips, a lot of Knight Rider trivia, and a lot of facts, a lot of trivia, a lot of history. And I always wanted the Knight Rider car. I loved Knight Rider as a kid. I grew up on that show. I used to have a Knight Rider car. I kid you not. You'll hear this story. Actually, when we go to the bowling and I want to kind of promote this one real quick too. Coming up in the 4th of the month, we're going to salute a bowling movie called Dreamer, and we're actually going to have some bowling aficionados available with us. I'm going to have Mr. Dave Miller in the studio, who... Stop. Dave is
Dave's a great guy.
Dave's a great guy. Dave Dave was the editor-in-chief and writer of the old Akron Alley Cat newspaper. Now he does OhioBowlingNews.com. So yeah, it's a so he knows his bowling history. And then John, who do you have going to be calling in with you?
I have Larry Lickstein. Mm-hmm. He's the PBA and USBC Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
He's working here in Morgantown, West Virginia, at the local bowling alley.
Yeah.
And just doing a new pro shop down there. So going to have him live here with me.
Awesome. Yeah, we're going to have a great time. We're going to talk about bowling. Bob's going to be here. You know, we're gonna kind of venture into bowling in a couple weeks. I've also invited several. I've reached out to a few other PBA Hall of Famers.
One that lives right here in
Ohio. Well, not in our area, but Ohio. I have not got a confirmed solid answer, but he's been promoting the hell out of the station for us.
Is he the one down in Columbus?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing firm yet. Nothing solid. Also, I've reached out. There's a Facebook site for Ohio bowlers. I actually posted the episode, and the guy that actually runs the Facebook page, Lonnie Hatfield's going to call in and talk to us as well, who's a very knowledgeable bowling guy. And so we're going to have a lot of fun in the next couple shows. So next week, Knight Rider, the following week, bowling. After that, who knows what we're going to do. All right, Deb.
All right, we got a announcement for, don't forget, everyone, next week is Portage County Randolph Fair, and here is Steve Jones to tell you all about it.
Howdy everybody, Steve Jones here. We want you to be part of the scene in 2015, August 25th through the 30th at the Portage County Randolph Fair. The excitement kicks off with the Demolition Derby on Tuesday and Wednesday night. Seven Bridges and Eagles Tribute Band will be the grandstand entertainment Thursday night. Now this show's free. All we want you to do is bring a non-perishable, non-expired food item or a cash donation, and that's all going to be donated to the Portage County area food shelves. Friday night is the ERA Western Style Tractor and Truck Pulls. Saturday night is the OSTPA sanctioned Tractor and Truck Pulls. Sunday afternoon's my favorite because I announce it, the Rough Truck Contest. Lots of family fun, games, and don't forget about that delicious fair food. And check out all the animal barns while you're there, too. The 4-H kids work very hard throughout the year raising and caring for their animals. KRMA Radio is going to have a booth in the Ag Building, too, so stop by and say hi. We'll see you all at the Portage County Randolph Fair.
Yeah.
I'm going for the sausage sandwiches.
I'm right behind you.
Yeah, Bob and I. You're gonna find Bob and I at the KRMA booth, and you'll probably see sandwiches in our hands. And if you see two guys with sausage sandwiches in their hands, it's me and Bob.
But yeah, come on out, bring the family down, fun for all, and definitely stop by and introduce yourselves and meet your newest internet radio host from KRMA Internet Radio.
That's right. And like I said, you'll see two guys with sausage sandwiches.
Enough with the sausages. We know you both got meat.
I'm there for the.
You guys can play with your sausages.
Well, I play with my that's what you do with your alone time in the bathroom after so many years. But anyway, yeah, seriously, sausage sandwiches is the way to go in fair food.
And don't forget the carnival fries.
Oh God, yeah,
smothered in malt vinegar.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, we should talk to Randy about doing maybe we should invent a food challenge. You know, like fairground sausage sandwiches.
Hey, you know, they have a new show on the Food Network now.
Okay.
Carnival food. I mean,
I've seen that.
This guy Anderson, the guy that he played in Law and Order series.
Yeah. Okay.
He's going every week. He's going to different carnival.
Oh yeah. I've seen that show.
Foods.
Oh God, yeah. Oh my God, he was doing the one. I think it was all ribs at one time.
Yeah.
We went to one of them rib burn-offs in Kansas City or whatever. Oh my.
You mean
God.
rib cook-offs?
That's what I said. Rib
You
cook-off.
said burn-offs.
Well, they call them burn-offs too. Rib burn-offs.
Yeah, rib burn-offs.
Rib burn-off, rib cook-off, whatever. But oh my God, these rib cook-offs they do. Oh my. Oh,
all right, Earl's getting a chubby.
I'm getting hungry thinking about some of this stuff, but
salivating.
I got hungry the first 2 hours.
Yeah, we were talking about food. Talking about food challenges and everything. And again, I want to thank once again. I can't thank him enough, Mr. Randy Santel, for joining us for the first 90 minutes of the program tonight. Of course, this show tonight was saluted to him and his food challenges. And don't forget, please check him out at Food Challenges.
Show him some love. And again, ladies, he's single.
That's right. Check out Randy. Google the guy, Randy Santel, R-A-N-D-Y.
Just don't stalk him.
Yeah, don't stalk him.
Then he'll kill us.
Yeah. Randy Santel, S-A-N-T-E-L. You can find him. Just Google him. And he's got Facebook. He's got Twitter. He's got Instagram. He's got, of course, his foodchallenges.com website. He's got his Randy Santel website. And just the YouTube. Go to his YouTube channel. Oh, my God. He's got over 100,000 subscribers on there.
Or you can go to some kind of radio show page and click on his link.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. We linked. I put a little, link to his page on ours. Featured. So it'll say featured YouTube channels on the right hand side of our channel. Randy's one of our featured channels. So check him out. I mean, he's got tons of videos, and some of these videos have hundreds of thousands of views. I mean, you'd be amazed. I mean, these videos are. I mean, I could sit. My son and I, my little boy Alex, me and him. When I kid you not, we sat down. There was nothing on TV, and so I put it. Like I said, I got a PS4 and I got my YouTube on there, and I kid you not, I typed his name in one day because Alex was, I want to watch Randy eat food challenge. Okay, so let's watch a couple.
We got two of his biggest fans.
Oh yeah, with Alex and Lori, our kids are big Randy fans. And I sat there, and I kid you, I probably sat there with about 4 or 5 hours. We watched probably about 50 videos of his, and that's not even a fraction of the videos he's done. And of course, Lori over here going, she loves Randy Santel. And oh my God, I mean, great.
He's a bit old for you, Lori.
Yeah, he's a little, yeah. But I'll tell you what,
I think we had this talk before. Didn't we?
Very entertaining. I mean, he puts on a good show for what he does. I mean, each video runs anywhere from 5 to 8, maybe 10 minutes. But man, I'll tell you what, very entertaining. He's fun to watch. I mean, just watching him just slam this food down is like, and you just kind of sit there and go, how does he do that?
And then this is what you hear.
Yeah, well, what else you hear? What else is the other noise you hear? Yeah, you hear a lot of that too. But actually, you don't hear a lot of that. And one thing I didn't get to talk to Randy about, and I wanted to ask him was, and this is one thing I know he has said many a times on interviews, is Randy considers he's a very clean eater for what he does. I mean, you ever watch these? I mean, Bob, you've seen these other food guys, you know.
All over their face.
It's
all
everywhere.
Over their shirts.
You watch Randy eat. He is neat as a pin when he eats, and he doesn't make a mess. I mean, he's
got good table manners.
He's very good table manners for the amount of food and as quick as he eats it. I mean, it's you don't see stuff all over his face. You don't see stuff. I mean,
you don't see it all over the table either.
You don't know. I mean, he's a very clean eater when he eats. I mean, it's for the amount of food and as quick as he's slamming his stuff down. I mean, it's like, wow, okay. I mean, he gets all the food in. Don't get me wrong. Oh yeah. There's a video here. Show Bob. Here's one of his videos right there. We actually got one of his videos on our pad. There's Randy right there. Yeah, he.
What is he?
Triple chili. That's the one that it's featured overseas. Yeah, he's. That was at with the big meat. What was it? What was the name of the place that we called it? Meat Liquor. Yeah.
Meat Liquors.
Yeah. He's at Meat Liquors. Yeah. And that's why I asked him. I said, "How do you keep a straight face thinking about Meat Liquors?" It must have been named after Malone. That's all I know. But
no, that would be never mind.
Never mind. Yeah. But seriously,
Cadbury egg.
Yeah, Cadbury. But seriously, oh my God, look at this one now. Now look at that, waffles and ice cream. Now that looks good.
Now that looks good.
Yes.
I've actually had waffles and ice cream.
Oh, it looks.
It's actually really.
Oh, I've had it.
Really
Yeah.
good.
I'd try it.
Oh yeah, I'd eat that. Oh,
gelato.
And it's all gelato too. Oh my God, I love gelato. I love gelato. Seriously, but then again, seriously, I just wanted to take. I just wanted to take a sincere moment. Stop. I wanted to take a sincere moment again, and I wanted to thank him for coming on the show because, like I said, a little history. Randy was our very, very first guest when this show started. Back when we restarted the show
he was on last year, 2014.
That's right. He was on last year in the early show, the early show. God, quit showing me all that stuff, Lori. You're making me hungry.
That was a Reuben.
I know, but I think it had fish on it. I don't know what was on it, but it looked good. But
once you have fish, you take a dish.
Mm-hmm. Smells like fish, eat a dish. Smells like cologne. Smells like Malone, leave it alone.
That's when you don't. That's when you leave the room.
Smells like Malone, leave it alone.
Leave the room.
Yeah.
If it smells like Malone, leave the room.
Hey, the phone never rang tonight, Deb. Did you got the phone line still working, or did you get it all goofed up?
It's working.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
Nobody's calling us tonight. Uh-oh.
Says normal, which is what it's supposed to be.
It says normal. Well, doesn't mean we are normal.
Well, we know we aren't normal.
No, we're not normal.
That's why we all fit well together.
Yeah, well, you know.
That's true.
That's why
That's true.
That's
and
why
Bob,
we do the show.
You're very brave to hang out with us.
But we've rubbed off on Bob a little bit, you know.
I love it here.
Yeah, Bob loves it here. I remember when we were first talking with Bob, I was like, Bob, you got to come on and we interview you. And then next thing you know, he's a part of the staff.
Oh, my God. That's true.
See how things work out, you know? Hey, Bob, we want to interview you. Okay, come on.
Now he's part of Karma's staff.
Now he's part of the staff. So we're an ever expanding little family here, you know, here at KRMA. And we got a lot of good people involved with this station. And don't forget, if you want to advertise here, this is a great advertising place. You know, very, very affordable rates. You know, introductory rates at this time. Excellent rates right now. Get it on the ground floor while the getting is good. KRMA Internet Radio. Please feel free to email us, write us on Facebook. Just get a hold of us if you're interested. These rates are very, very good.
Going quickly.
And they're going quickly. And we've got some great advertisers lined up. We should start getting the ads rolling out here in the next few weeks. Some great advertisers lined up. I don't want to say their names until the contracts are signed, but a lot of great local advertisers here.
Which will mean a lot of good prizes.
A lot of great, yeah, and believe me, once we get these a couple of these advertisers rolling, we got some great prizes lined up for everybody here, and some of these prizes are hoping they'll be we can give away on the national level as well. So I mean that's going to be great as well too, you know, with some of these things we want to do. So lots of great stuff ahead coming up here with the station and our radio show. Plus, at some point here, we're going to be giving away T-shirts for the show. Yep. Yeah, what else? Oh, yeah, John, your story real quick. I'm sorry, I never got back to you on that.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, let me do my headline here real quick, and then we'll go to next week here. Anyways, okay, headline. Man arrested for exposing himself inside a sheets.
Oh, this is the one you were telling me about earlier?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Yeah, go ahead. This is a good one.
Okay, this is from Uniontown, Pennsylvania, which is not too far from here.
Oh, well, Mike.
From Morgantown.
Yeah, okay. Probably Mike. It was probably Mike, but...
Yeah, I think it might be.
Yeah,
Anyway. Apparently, police received a call on 2 a.m. Friday, which is still today. After employees at a Sheetz gas station in Uniontown noticed a young male allegedly masturbating inside the store.
Okay, it wasn't Mike, because Mike's not young. Okay, but go ahead.
Well, it depends on your version of young.
Well, that's true. Incident started when the employees saw the young man walk in the store and noticed he was behaving rather suspiciously. That never happens to Mike either. The employees initially thought he might be trying to shoplift. But shortly after entering the store, employees noticing that his private parts were exposed, and he was reportedly masturbating in the chip aisle. Apparently, it was the Lays that he just couldn't get just one.
Nah, so many Lays, he can't make a decision.
Oh, my goodness.
There you go. Anyway.
Lays, you can't just have one. I mean, come on.
Lays, you get more than one.
Yeah. So apparently his private parts were exposed to workers on numerous occasions.
Okay.
And after interviewed the surveillance video, state police confirmed the story, of course.
Uh-huh.
The young man was arrested and charges are pending for indecent exposure and open lewdness.
Open lewdness? Is that like open
Lewdness.
nudeness? Open nudeness and lewdness. Okay. Yeah.
Lewdness and lewdness and everything in between.
Yeah.
Roughness and toughness.
Okay. Hey, real quick, one more time. Next week's show, you want to throw the music out real quick?
I already deleted it.
That's why you don't do it till the end of the show, Debster.
Yeah. Hey, and also speaking of next week, I will be live in the studio.
No, you won't.
Yeah, he'll be...
no, he won't. I didn't say he could come to the studio.
He's coming to the studio next week.
No, he not.
Yes, he is.
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 And then next week, you're going to call me at the fair.
That's right. We're going to call... We're actually going to have a live remote.
What are we going to call you?
Just don't call me late for dinner.
Yeah, we're going to have a live remote from the fair next week. We're going to be calling Bob live and getting updates from the Portage County Randolph Fair while we're here on the show. So we're going to have a live remote from Bob Fritz from the fair.
I'll be out there.
Bob on the go.
Bob
time it is.
Bob on the go. Yeah, depending on what time it is. Bob's going to be on the go.
Well, I'll be out there from 2 to 11.
2 to 11. So Bob's going to be there all day. You get to meet Bob Fritz, KRMA radio host. Bob's show is getting ready to start this Sunday, Bob?
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
A week from this Sunday. I plan to be on a talk show.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about anything. Sports, national news, local news, whatever you want to talk about.
Naked women. You never know.
If you want to call in, just gripe about something. Call in and gripe about it.
Bob's going to have some fun.
Yeah, I'm going to have a blast with this one.
Yeah, Bob's going to have a lot of fun.
I was going to do an all-sports show. I thought about it, but then again, one night we were sitting here and something came up about political.
And we got into that whole conversation.
And the whole conversation started, and I said, you know what, I'm going to open this up for everything.
Yeah, so Bob's going to be talking everything.
The Bob Fritz Show. We'll talk whatever you want to talk about.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a great show.
You got a hangnail, call Bob.
Call Bob. Bob will tell you how to get rid of it. You got a hammer? You got a saw?
And if anyone needs a good proctologist, we got one at the 375-foot sign. Bob Fritz Proctology. I had to throw that baseball one in from Major League 2. I had to do that. I had to throw that in there.
I got it, girl. I think Debbie's sitting there looking, what?
She's like, what are you guys talking about? At least you and I got it, you know. But, what do we got? A couple minutes left, Deb?
Yeah, what, Lori?
We have 3 minutes left.
We got 3 minutes left. Okay. We have 2 minutes left. So, in this 2 minutes, again, of course, I want to thank Bob for sitting in the studio with us tonight. I want to thank John.
Since Randy was a first-time caller and guest, he gets the...
You got the bell, yeah. So, I want to thank Bob for sitting in, Lori for sitting in, Mikey calling in, Alex got to call in and ask a question.
But most importantly, we want to thank our guest, Randy
Absolutely.
Santel.
That's who I was getting to. Yep. And I want to thank our guest, Randy, who is the subject of our salute tonight. Randy, this show is for you, buddy. We definitely love we love what you do, man. Keep up the good work. And we're going to be following your food eating challenge career as far as it goes, man. And we wish you nothing but the best of luck. And you have a welcome invitation onto this radio show and this station anytime you wish, my friend. So I know you're listening right now. And again, we want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule to sit in with us and partake in the festivities here. Well, Deb, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. We're going to have a Night Rider salute next week. Yeah. Okay, bye, Lori. We're gonna get on out of here. We're gonna again be back next week. Night Rider salute here on Some Kind of Radio Show. And until next week, for everyone here in the studio, for Deb, for Bob, for Lori, for John on the phone, this is Earl McCune signing off. Some Kind of Radio Show.
No, that's my job.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. We'll see you next week. And we're going to lead you off with the national news. Good night.
This is Debbie McCune signing off till next week. Catch you on the flip side.
No,
Have a
this
good night.
is Earl McCune for the show. Okay, we're going to
Catch you on the flip side. Good night, everybody.